So this is Palace of Heart's Desire, the last chapter of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And last time we played, you guys just arrived here in the realm of Prismere, the heart of the realm. This twilight palace emerged dreamlike from the clouds in front of you. A great marble tower ringed by delicate spires cast its shadow over the rooftops below. Another tower teeters nearby, torn from its foundations and held aloft by a coiled beanstalk. Monstrous vines cling to the palace walls and choke the promontory of rock on which it perches. And you all arrive in front of a gate, ivy clinging to the 40-foot tall outer wall and the set of 20-foot tall silvery gates. A luxuriant garden waits beyond the bars of the gates. And that's where we'll do our intros. So we'll start with Big Blue. Go ahead, Big Blue.
Good evening. So Big Blue is still the kid that got stuck on the other side that's come back to the homeland, I guess for some to help out other people's, then to help out himself, to kind of solve some mysteries like, hey, why nobody came for him after he got stuck on the other side, and why he got stuck into the clergy. I guess maybe that's the question he's asking. But he's also trying to help out the warlock and find things out. So that's Big Blue, a clerk, dabbling in the peace domain. So trying to keep everybody together and peaceful.
Jotaro.
Jotaro is a Harengon Ranger. He is an agent of the Sealy Court. He has been tasked with discovering the fate of the Archfey Zabilna, a warlock who had Zabilna as his patron, had petitioned the Sealy Court for aid, and Jotaro was the agent who was given the task. And so that is why he is here and what his goal is. He's essentially just a professional adventurer who loves going around and sampling all that life has to offer, especially that of the powder variety.
Next is Maynard, but he never likes to be at rehearsals anyway, so we'll get back to him. Portia.
Okay. Portia is a spirits bard who has acted as the fortune teller for the Witchlight Carnival. She was a Witchlight hand at the carnival for a number of years, and then eventually took over the fortune telling position from her mentor. She appears to be human, tall, very stone-faced most of the time. And she was approached by the Fade Dragon assistant or friend of the warlock who's been seeking help for the Queen of Prismere, and through readings and her own beliefs, she thinks that this mission is important on a number of levels.
Next, we have Tiny G.
You may remember Tiny G from his role in Lament of a Suckling Boar, where he played the hero of the play. The boar sought out to kill the werewolves who murdered and turned his parents into sausage. You may also
I heard that performance killed.
You may have also heard of him as the daring Gerzoni member going through the Feywild, trying to find originally his missing 3 inches, and ever since has been wondering where the rest of them are, because surely he is not purely just a fairy barbarian who happens to have wild magic in him. Something must be arise.
And Maynard.
Yeah, Maynard was raised by a group of traveling theater performers. You might remember him from his role in Actual Beasts and How to Flee Them. He picked up stage fighting and has now applied it to actual swordsmanship in the world, and is attempting to turn the balance to the Feywild.
Okay. Then you all gather around in front of the gates of the Palace of Heart's Desire as Portia pulls out her Taroka deck. Go ahead and start, Portia, and let me know when you want me to flip each card.
Okay. So up until now, when Portia has done readings with her cards, she's had everyone gathered around and try to sort of meditate, focus on them, and then has drawn them. This time when she pulls the deck out of its pouch, she kind of gathers everyone with that intention, but before she can even really start that process, the cards begin to float in front of her, and seemingly without any intention, 5 separate from the rest of the deck and lay themselves out before you all. And Portia will say, like, well, this is new. Let's see what we have here. And she turns over the first one. And zoom in. Okay. All right. And this card actually kind of like the figure on the front of the card actually seems to sort of pop up, kind of hologram-esque. And the figure holds out their hand, and from each fingertip, a color begins to shine. Red, green, blue, black, and white. And Portia, seemingly in a trance, says, I see the 5 colors. It is fey magic intended to blast our enemies. And then, like almost as she's saying this, the card spins in air and inverts itself. And she says, ooh! And she says, on the other hand, it can also be a protection as well. And then the next card flips itself over. And it is the Paladin. This represents a powerful force for good. And like, even as you watch, as the card is sort of like spinning in a paladin form seems to like emerge from it, the edges begin to like curl and tear a little bit. And she says, there are 3 allies that I see, but they are nearly defeated, and their strong heart paladin fails and falls to his death. And then the next card begins to flip. It is the trader, and like as the card sort of floats and the little trader pops up, you can see the figure kind of push their hand, and it manifests a sort of like treasure vault door. And the treasure vault door has like many, many locks on it. And Portia says, like, this card tells of a weapon of power behind the vault. And then the next card flips. It is the horseman. A sort of like figure emerges from this card, and you can't tell whether it's like a being on a horse or if it's just some kind of great beast. But Portia says, this card, it sheds light on one who can help us greatly. It is a dangerous beast of white. It could be our ally, but I see it beyond a cage. And then the very last card flips. My old friend, the executioner, but inverted. Our enemies are manifold. They purport to execute a treacherous justice in this realm, and they hold court at the heart of the palace. And then the cards fall to the ground, and she kind of shakes her head and begins gathering them up as if she isn't quite even sure what she just said.
All right, so you guys all find yourselves now, after that reading, standing in front of the gates to this garden. And the walls to your left and to your right are 40 feet tall, ivy climbing up them. The gate in front of you is 20 feet tall with bars of silver. There's a luxuriant garden waiting beyond the bars of the gates. What do you guys want to do?
Is the portcullis up or down?
It's a gate, and you see no lock on it. You should be able to push it open easily.
I will push
And
it open.
There's no visible people or like
You see
sentient
a
beings around?
pavilion to your right. This pavilion has some sound coming from it. It's open. Its entrance is open. You can hear music and voices coming from inside. To your left and ahead is the palace garden itself. Wonderful scents suffuse the air. Glittering but still streams connect with a large pond shaded by willows. Pixies are suspended in mid-flight or frozen mid-frolic in the stream. Gnome gardeners stand rigidly in flower beds, time-frozen water issuing from their watering cans. Bees and pollen hang motionless in the air. Many of the trees here bear glittering gold and silver fruit. All is silent, save for the sounds of music and voices coming from a colorful pavilion by the front gate.
Is this place hanging off a cliffside or something? It looks
It's like on a promontory in the center of
Okay.
Prismere, yeah. And you can see that's about how much you can see from here. You can see there's a stream to the right. You can see there's a circle of standing stones up ahead and forested grounds. As you move one direction or the other, you'll be able to see what's further deeper in the garden. The gate opens easily for you, Jotaro.
I'll start scouting ahead.
Okay, so you have that pavilion with the voice and music coming out of it to the right. You want to avoid it,
Yeah.
the entrance, or go
No,
into the entrance?
no, let's go. Yeah, let's go check out the pavilion.
Okay.
And as he enters, he remains moving.
I'm going to be
He does.
sneaking ahead.
He does.
Like I'm.
Okay. You sneak
Yeah,
up to
I'll-
look into the
I'll be
pavilion, and you
sneaky.
see inside 7 guests. One of them is a talking bear. They lounge around a picnic table covered with an emerald green cloth and laden with cakes, teapots, teacups, and cutlery. 2 of the guests are motionless and silent, but the others are engaged in spirited conversation about whether clotted cream should be applied to a scone before or after jam. At the back of the pavilion, you see a string quartet of badger minstrels playing delicate chamber music. There is also a wrapped present on the table with your names written on the tag.
So the debate is whether to. So who all is moving in here? The bear you said was moving around.
The only
Who else
2
is-
not moving are the ones without the bars underneath them. So there's a
Got it.
halfling to the north, and there's a orc to the south, not moving. The badgers also don't have bars, but they are playing their instruments.
And do the humans or the non-bear ones that are moving, do any of them look malevolent?
They look like a human farmer, maybe a aristocrat, human. An elf aristocrat, a dwarf, and this is disconcerting. At first, he was hidden behind the bear, but now you see him, and you see that he has no head. So a dwarf without a head.
Headless dwarf.
A headless dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah. The brown bear, sitting at the table with the others, talking with them in common. He's the one who most believes that the clotted cream should be applied before the jam.
Well, that's just ridiculous. And I say that out loud.
You see also a female human noble. And let's see, then you got the halfling that's not moving, the orc that's not moving, and the 4 badgers. The bear takes offense that you think that's preposterous and gives his best reason why they should be before. And then he gets confused. And now he's starting to argue for after.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to bring you around to my way of thinking.
He disagrees with you. Whatever you say. He was just momentarily confused. Hey, what is your name? The bear says.
I am Jotaro, agent of the Sealy Court. Who are you?
I am Bodger. I come from a land called Toril. A cruel river spirit resented me eating its fish and sent me here. I have come to speak with Zybilna. She will rectify things.
Zybilna is who I am looking for, and I am familiar with your world of Toril.
Oh. He starts to share some stuff about his favorite fishing streams in the north. And then you notice the present on the table with all 5 of your names on it.
Is it 5 presents or 1 present?
One
with all
present.
Names?
One present
Right,
on the table.
I shall wait till the others get here to open that up. Do any of the others say anything while I'm having this conversation with the bear?
No, they're sharing their thoughts and stuff. Seems they're all here to meet with Zybilna. There is but they also all share that they were told to wait, and they give various descriptions of who told them to wait. And you think the descriptions, well, the badgers are the one telling them to wait, but the badgers also describe who's their leader is, and they seem to fit the Hourglass Coven. But the badgers seem to like the coven. What fine ladies they are, one says. Their name should be sweetness, kindness, and charity for all the good they do, another one says. They said you should wait here to meet them, the third one says.
We have already met them.
Oh, very well. Then you know how kind-hearted they are.
Well, one could see it that way. Unfortunately, I think only one of them is still around to welcome us.
The music stops with a screeching sound. The badgers are shaking a little bit. The lead badger says, "What do you mean? What has happened to the sweet ladies?"
I just kind of do this. As I
across
make a
the
motion
throat?
Yeah.
Oh, the badgers all descend into a little, whatever a group of badgers is called, and
I'll look it up.
are talking amongst themselves in whispers, and every once in a while the leader will turn back and look at you over his shoulder and then go back to talking to the rest of the badgers.
Who's told you all to wait here?
Well, we're not allowed to go into the palace until we're invited. The badgers say that we have to have an invitation from Zybilna to enter the palace, and we are not about to cross Zybilna.
Set.
Oh.
Do you know who left this
CETE.
package here?
Yep. Set or clan?
The package, I do not know who left the package here. It's been here this whole time since I got here. Let's see, looking at the package. It is wrapped. It's rather long. About a little over a foot long. And maybe 6 inches wide, almost like a wine bottle package or something like that. But whatever's inside, it's wrapped carefully enough it doesn't make any noise.
Can we tell whether it looks like the wrapping is from any of the previous realms that we've visited? Like, looks like it would have been in any of the workshops or dressing rooms or stuff that we've passed through?
No.
Okay.
Nothing stands out that identify it for you.
Is everybody in here now with us?
Yeah, if you like.
All right, I'm gonna open up the package.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
Okay.
I love gifts.
Unwrapping the present, you find a hollow metal tube about a foot long. The tube has a striker attached to it, and there's a note in Draconic. It says, "Many thanks. May fortune smile on you. Yours, Sir Talavar."
Ah, Sir Talavar. Good chap. Good friend. Fellow agent of the Sealy Court.
Very good.
And what is the gift again?
It is a hollow metal tube about 1 foot long with a striker attached to it. Nothing on the note tells you how to use it. You'd have to do identify or...
Oh, I can do that. I can do that as a ritual.
Yeah. You can... Oh, the cakes here are delicious. Tea and cakes fill all the tables. The guests share with you, for as long as you want to wait here and share with them. They don't seem to know a whole lot about any of the goings-on in the palace. They are all, as far as you can tell, everyone make a wisdom insight check for me. All of them, as far as you can tell, are just as they seem. And none of those insight checks change your thoughts in that regard. Portia, the item that you have been given is a chime. A Chime of Opening. So as an action, you can strike it, point it at an object that's 120 feet of you, and it will unlock one lock or latch. And if it's already unlocked or unlatched, it'll open the object. It's got 10 uses.
Okay, I'll relay that to everybody.
Who would like to carry the chime for now?
I think I'm good with Portia carrying it since she identified it. Everybody else is?
Oh.
I am. I've got a question. Can you describe the dwarf again? Did you say it had no head?
It has no head, yeah. Can
anybody explain that one?
Well, as far as we can tell, says the female noble, is he can hear us, and so you can ask him questions, even though he can't see anything. We think he's here looking for his missing head. That's all we could put together. And he, when she says that, he stomps on the ground really hard one time. The woman that was speaking for him is Majera de Valze, who is from a land called Eberron. And she has a magical quill that follows her around, or is actually sitting on the table beside her. And you notice that when she was talking to you about the dwarf, the quill was scrawling out everything she said. And her place at the table is piled with sheets of parchment. She's here hoping to break the terms of an arranged marriage.
To breach the terms?
Break the terms.
Break the terms. Oh.
Of an arranged marriage, yeah. You got Bodger the brown bear, who was, cursed by a cruel river spirit for just fishing for fish. You got Lord Eld. Lord Eld is the aristocrat, the elvish aristocrat. He's from a land called Orth, O-E-R-T-H. He is odd in his appearance. He has been transformed into a living statue. While that's nice that he can resist all damage, he has no feeling, and so that's very depressing for him, and his speed is also halved. He's here hoping that Zybilna can remove this curse from him. And finally, you got... Go ahead.
What was their name? Sorry, what was their name again?
Their name was Eld, E-L-D.
Okay.
Then you got Sumay, S-U-M-A-I, a farmer, from Toril also, carrying a pumpkin. He says, this is Yamzu, my pumpkin. I want him to stop devouring my livestock, and I'm hoping Zybilna can help me with that. And you can see the pumpkin kind of bear some teeth. So he's carrying around a carnivorous pumpkin named Yamzu, and that's Sumay, S-U-M-A-I. So those are the people here in this tent, all waiting for an audience with Zybilna. Looking outside the tent and the grounds around you, you have a set of standing stones nearby, a bridge across the river over here, and to the west you can see some stairs going up to a doorway. Draw this out here, which kind of elevates above the trees, so you can see it a little bit better over here.
Let's go check out the Standing Stone.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Maynard leads the way out to the Standing Stones, and when you get there, you can see a little bit further into the garden. You can see there's another bridge and some sort of strange thing on the edge of the river over there. The Standing Stones that you come to they are moss-covered standing stones, forming a ring in the middle of the small clearing. There is an arcane sigil inscribed on the inward-facing side of each stone, and the space between the stones is free of vegetation.
Do you think this is one of those sending portals?
Are you trained in Arcana,
I am.
Big Blue? Okay, make an Arcana check for me.
Okay.
And if there's anyone else trained in Arcana, it'll be with advantage.
Yeah, I can assist.
So that's a 15 Arcana check. Big Blue, examining the sigils, and with Portia's guidance and pointing out a couple things you missed, you do indeed determine together that this is a teleportation circle, and that if you could copy down the sigils, you would have the key to arrive here from wherever else you were teleporting from.
So do we know how this, is this one that just goes to a random place, or
it
is
just
there a way
receives, as far as you can tell.
Receive only. Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Can I go over to the lady that's trying to break her marriage?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And can I ask her, if you see these symbols, will your quill write them out? Is that possible?
No, it just writes out whatever I say, she tells you.
Do you know what these symbols are?
No, I don't.
Oh,
Not a wizard, but you can copy the symbols down. No problem.
okay. All right, so
I
I'll take.
have parchment and ink on me, and a pen.
Very good.
Oh.
Copied. Consider them copied. Now, where do you want to head?
Can I just look at one of these, what appear to be trapped in time pixies, or are their little eyes darting around they're freaking out while being still in the air, or does it look like they literally have no awareness?
It looks like they're literally completely frozen in time, have no awareness of what's going on.
Okay.
They're suspended in mid-flight. They're frolicking in the streams. The waters from the splashes is even hovering next to them. There's gnome gardeners here and there. Some of them are watering the flowers, but the water's halfway poured out of their watering can and just sitting there. The gnomes don't move. There's bees, and even little flecks of pollen in the air don't move. Now, mixed in with this is some things that do move. It seems like maybe some stuff that came after the time stop moved. If there's pollen that came through the area from other areas, there's still some moving through the air. But the majority of what's here is frozen in time. And of course, there's those two occupants of the pavilion who were frozen in time. The other occupants, they came here and found them like that. So all of the occupants in the pavilion must have arrived after the time stop.
Okay, gotcha.
Very interesting. Oh, hey, Tom, I had mentioned this in my email, but I thought I'd better make sure to mention it again, that I was wanting to buy a potion of healing at the beginning. Was that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Very good.
That's one of your 6 items. You can buy potions of greater healing, by the way.
Then that's what I'm buying.
Okay.
I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, if you look on the second page, I think, of my house rules, my how-to thing. I wonder if there's a quick reference here. Links. How-to instructions. So if you go that second to the last link, how-to instructions on page 2, it's the same as the basic AL rules as far as what you can buy, but you can buy scrolls and potions that are better than the basic potion of healing. And any of you who want to just redo what you purchased, feel free. If you thought you could only buy potions of healing.
And if we bought 2 potions of healing, they would have to take up 2 of the spaces?
Correct.
Of the 6? Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so back to the adventure. You're at the Standing Stones. Where do you want to head next?
I would propose heading to the bridge.
Okay, getting close to the bridge, you can see to the left of the bridge is a fountain. A marble fountain rises from a plinth on the bank of the stream, overflowing with time-frozen water that spills from the mouths of sculpted animals. The frozen spray surrounding the fountain creates rainbows in the air. And from also the base of the bridge, you can see a ramp leading up out of the garden.
So this is the bridge above the Standing Stones or to the right?
You are north of the Standing Stones, like right here.
Okay, gotcha.
So you can see the river winds around. You can see there's a, looks like a garden, a rose garden of sorts to the west. The palace, you can see like the front gates of the palace ahead. Draw them out. You can see a curtain wall to the right. Up high. Okay, so from your viewpoint here, you see a large lake to the east, and let's see, you see willow trees encircling the sheltered pond. You see lily pads dotting the mirror-like surface of the water. Hungry dragonflies dart about, feeding on motionless fireflies that form an unmoving cloud above the still water. So the dragonflies must have arrived here later. You can see to your left of the bridge this little fountain. This little fountain causes the frozen spray around it causes rainbows in the air. You have a ramp that leads up to basically like the front porch of the Palace of Heart's Desire. A big set of double doors in the center, and one set of double doors to the left. And then a curtain wall to the right. And that's it. That's what you can see from there. What do you want to investigate, or where do you want to go?
Is there anything else like bipedal moving around the grounds at all?
No, you haven't seen anything yet.
I'm gonna take a closer look at the fountain. Is there anything
right.
in it?
Nothing's in it. The water, it can be handled and made to hold new forms as if it was like soft dough. When you cup your hands and remove some of the water, once it's separated from the body of water it was originally in, it becomes normal water.
Weird.
So you can actually pull the water out of a lake or out of a stream and, fill up a skin with it or a bucket or
And it becomes unfrozen.
And it becomes unfrozen, yeah. Yeah, that's...
I'm going to drink some of it.
Okay.
Is it also possible to look at the gold and silver fruit?
Go ahead and make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw, Jotaro.
Oh, I gotta find my guy again.
You felt, although you resisted it, you felt as if you were being transformed into a wild rabbit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What had you done?
He drank some of the water of the fountain, and he felt like he was
Yikes.
turning into a wild rabbit. But he resisted, and he kept his normal form.
I'm gonna bottle some of that up.
Okay. Nothing else in your search of the fountain reveals anything. Definitely the fountain water is magical from what it almost did to Jotaro. And drinking it might be dangerous.
Or a good time.
Or a good time.
Let's go up that stairway.
On our way, can we pass a tree that has the gold and silver fruit
Yes.
on it?
Sure.
I just want to see if they're actually made of gold and silver, or are they?
They're golden, silvery either gold fruit or silver fruit. It's not actual gold or actual silver. It's just that color. Glittering gold and silver fruit. Yeah. So I guess they are very much in appearance like gold and very much in appearance like silver.
I'm just gonna grab one of each.
Okay.
Or you want to get into some fruit?
I don't. Do you? Do you? I'll hold one out.
No.
Maybe we can get somebody else to try one.
I need my teeth for the stage.
All right.
If you had some good herb, I'd probably want to eat some.
Anything else? Maynard, you said you wanted to head up the ramp or up the stairs? You said the stairs, so you're talking about these stairs down here or the stairs up here?
We'll do the ones to the left first.
To the left first. Okay, so these stairs down here. So you guys kind of regroup, head back down. You can see something interesting before you get to... Well, actually, maybe from the top of the stairs, you get a good view of something interesting. You see an axe embedded into a stump in a bend in the river. And... Let's see, you can see on the other side of this little garden. This little area that was walled off, you can see most of it now. Well, into it a bit. It's pretty heavily overgrown over here. But this looks like a rose garden, like a big overgrown rose garden. And you can see like webs and stuff in it. And then here you can see a great axe embedded in a stump. This is all viewing it from the top of these stairs here. At the top of the stairs, you see a bronze plaque above the door, which reads Envy in common. The tower looks to be 30 feet tall, and there's no apparent roof. So if you could fly over the top of that 30-foot wall, you could look down into the tower. Or you could go through these doors.
How do you feel about flying over?
Yeah, so what if I just go to the top and look over?
Okay. Make a stealth check for me.
Can you center me?
You should be right around here. And grab all you and move you as a group here. Who am I missing? So I'm missing Tiny. I'm going to put Tiny out. There you are. Okay. Okay, your 14 stealth check. Dun, 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 dun. So you get up there where you can peer into what is beyond, and you see the following. Inside the tower, oak trees fill much of the interior. Rays of light cut through the canopy, illuminating a marble pedestal swathed in tree roots. A hulking lion, seemingly made of iron, stands on the pedestal. Flicking its tail in irritation, it looks at you, Big Blue, and it says, "You can call us Envy."
I will respond, good afternoon, Envy.
Good afternoon.
What are you doing here?
I am a guardian of this place. Enter and come and kneel before me.
All right, I'll say just 1 second and fly down.
Okay.
And then I'll explain that there's a statue that's rather aristocratic in the middle of a statue of a lion in the middle of the tower.
That sounds very interesting.
Did you trust it?
It was the most trustworthy stone lion I've ever met.
Iron lion. Who gave it the name Envy? Is it guarding?
Why does it
A
speak
bunch of
with
trees.
royal we.
You guys have some really good questions, and I really want to know the answers to them, so I'm going to go inside.
All right. When you open the door, Jotaro, Envy the lion sees you, says, "You can call us Envy. Kneel before me."
Jotaro will go up and kneel gallantly before him.
Envy roars at that in appreciation and shares with you. "We and our counterpart were created to protect the gardens from intruders in Zybilna's absence. Our presence here means that our mistress is gone. Where, we do not know. The palace receives visitors even in Zybilna's absence. Guests are to remain in the garden pavilion until Zybilna deigns to grant them an audience. It is not our responsibility to protect visitors."
How long have you been activated?
I do not have a good grasp of how many of your days it has been. I never sleep.
What is the name of your counterpart?
My counterpart is Wrath.
Oh.
Ooh. So pretty easygoing guy.
I do not like him.
Is it because he has better tower than you do?
Make a... Let's see. He only had a 9 on his insight check. So if you don't want him to catch on that you're insulting him, you don't have to.
No, I don't want him to catch on.
He did not catch on to that insult. He seems kind of hair-triggered, even more than you.
Did
the other members of my party catch the joke?
Maybe.
Because I'm looking at them.
You
like,
really want them to?
Yeah.
I mean, I was definitely waiting to see whether that was not necessarily insulting, but triggering, if you will, like if they really truly were presenting a appearance of what they're named.
Yeah. Jotaro, with your forest perception of 18, you catch a glimpse of a small plaque. You can just make it out. It says... Oh, do you speak Elvish?
Let me double check. I think I do.
You do.
Yeah.
So, it says, "The lion or the heart must wear the crown, but which one should it weigh down?"
I ask him, what form does your brother take?
Wrath is a heart. H-A-R-T.
Yeah, the stag.
Yeah.
Did Zybilna give you your names?
Yes.
Do you like your name?
I do.
What do you know about a crown?
Zybilna created the crown. It must be transformed into a crown of golden roses to work. To transform the crown, it must be placed on the brow of the correct Iron Guardian. Which of us, Envy or Wrath, is the correct Guardian, we cannot say. Placing the crown on the incorrect Guardian banishes the Guardian to its demiplane, along with the crown. Once the crown is transferred into its golden form, either Guardian can wear it without being banished. Certain doors inside the palace become unlocked or locked, depending on which Guardian wears the golden crown.
Where is this crown?
Somewhere in the garden.
Okay. Well, first order of business is to find the crown, then figure out which Guardian should be weighed down with it.
So you have not yet interacted or searched around the Axe with the Stump, the Rose Garden, the pond, or the other tower?
I think a crown of roses. Maybe the rose garden's a good place to look for it.
Okay. On the way is the stump if you want to check it out.
Yeah, let's check out the stump.
Yeah, I
On
do
the
want to
way.
check out the stump.
Tiny G, do you need a new axe?
A gleaming great axe is embedded in a withered tree stump.
A little big for me. But I
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
Ooh.
Hey, listen, bud.
I'll keep them coming. I've got an endless bag of these. Your old night.
Do we have 10 minutes? I can do a ritual.
I got all the time in the world. Have you seen this place?
Detective magic for Big Blue. The axe is magical. Let's see if we can tell what type it is. Standard transmutation, like you'd find on a magical weapon.
Oh, you know what? That I never do because I never think about it, but I probably should because it is a class feature of a ranger. I'm going to do my... Let me double check what it's called. Primeval Awareness.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have to use one of my ranger slots.
You do.
Oh, then never mind. I
Okay.
don't really care.
Okay, Tiny,
Just do
are
it.
you taking the axe?
Yep.
All right, Tiny, that axe is embedded in there. It takes every bit of your 18 strength to remove it. You're like all your muscles straining, your wings flapping as fast as they can flap. No one else could get that axe out of there, you think. No one else is... It would take someone as strong as you, and you do eventually break it free.
Huzzah.
It is a, magical great axe.
Fantastic.
Identify later. You can find out exactly how magical.
Okay.
Then you continue on to the Rose Garden.
Let's identify a 10-minute ritual.
It is, yep.
I can do it if you want.
Sure.
I'm not in a hurry.
A gleaming great axe plus 1 to attack and damage. An extra 2d6 damage to plants, plant creatures, or untended wooden objects.
Mark,
Yeah, this isn't going to be useful at all. Just in the river.
does it require
No.
attunement, Tom?
No attunement.
There you go, Tiny G.
Okay, then you come to the Rose Garden next. This fragrant rose garden is bordered by a bronze fence. The roses come in a variety of colors, and a few white and black specimens are among them. You see glistening spiderwebs covering the rose bushes. The smell, Portia, reminds you of the reading. There was a smell on the air when the breeze blew the card of the elementalist inverted. You couldn't place it, but now you know it was the smell of roses.
Well, that bodes well.
Mm-hmm. So the growth is so heavy you can't see what's at the center of the garden. You'll have to enter and get about 15 feet in before you'll be able to see what's in the middle.
So we must do that.
All right, go ahead and grab your guys. You're real close, so just put your lead guy 15 feet in.
Oops.
What you watching there, Josh?
Rose Garden. By Lynn Anderson. Get a little mood music here.
Once you're in position, Chitaro and Maynard.
Sorry. I was busy doing something that was completely irrelevant to our game.
Place your token, know what you're holding.
Well, so does this wall, is that a wall we're climbing over? This line
It's a little fence. So bordered by a bronze fence, easily climb overable. Just 1 extra square movement to climb over it. Pretty much all the terrain in here is about 4 feet tall.
Okay, so I could shoot over it.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty much all, but you can't see into the middle of the rose garden, so you'd be
Oh, that's
useless out
fair.
there. if
No,
there's
I
something
would. I mean, if I'm going to play that song, I need to be in the Rose Garden.
You're true. Pretty much everything
You
in
may
there.
not have promised me a Rose Garden. But
Pretty much everything in there is overgrown and difficult terrain. Glistening spiderwebs cover the rose bushes. From under the soil rise up monstrosities as you guys enter in and begin moving around. One right by you, Maynard, looks like a humanoid spider creature with 8 eyes and wicked pinchers, clawed black pinchers, a horrible mouth, and it like hisses at you as it rises out of the earth, compost falling off of it. Then you get see another one by you, Jotaro, and Jotaro, your keen rabbit ears sense another one deeper in that you don't see yet. Deeper into the rose garden. Everyone roll initiative.
Ooh.
Bah.
Okay. Maynard definitely going to be his guy. Should be good. Okay. So this one by you, Maynard. It rises up, assumes a threatening posture, hisses at you, raises a clawed pincher to a strike at you, and it is only readied with that attack.
Okay.
Your turn, Maynard.
Maynard whirls around, brandishing his rapier and drawing his dagger. Stabs at the creature. Or
Oh, wow.
sadly only 11 because somebody's within 5 feet of me. So now I'm going to move a little bit in, and then I'm going to try a offhand strike with the dagger.
And it will strike at you defensively as you're doing that. Your 10 does not connect with it. It bites you. 15 misses Maynard. You can see poison dripping off of its fangs. And it's done. Anything else, Maynard? Let's see. You can see about 5 feet around you, so there's more rose garden.
It'll do.
Okay, after Maynard, the second Ettercap sees this assault on his friend. Comes rushing up towards Maynard. Multi-attacking you, Maynard, with a bite. 22 for 11 piercing and poison. And a con save where you become poisoned as well, which gives you disadvantage on attacks. Made your save, so you took 11 piercing and poison. And then it claws at you. Missing. And then Jotaro, your turn. And you're muted if you're talking.
I am muted, and I was talking. Bonus action, I'll Hunter's Mark the injured one.
Okay.
And then I will ready a longbow shot, and I'll call out, if you mean us no harm, we will stand down and do no harm to you. And I'm going to say that in Sylvan, and then I'll say it again in Goblin, and then finally in Common.
Got it. Let's see here. Are you trained in nature, Jotaro?
I'm sure I am.
Make a nature
Yes,
check.
I am.
Make a nature check. Intelligence, nature.
That's going to be a 10.
Okay. AD, we call info. Dragon, Fae. Relate to forest for nature. So we'll give you a 13. Okay. You don't think these things speak any language. They're pure monstrosities, as far as you know. React only to animalistic nature. Portia, your turn.
Okay.
Okay. No, with that information, knowing that's not going to understand me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess no. I'm going to continue ready for the second.
Go ahead, Portia.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try to move a little bit. Can I move to like here?
Yeah, it's a dash to get there. I mean, it's 6 squares of movement to get there, not a dash. And then when you get there,
Okay.
you can see the center of the rose garden, actually. Let me show you what you see around you. In the center of the rose garden is a statue. And let's see. Also, in the heart of the rose garden, coiled around a statue of a prancing satyr holding a set of pipes to his lips, is a thorny vine with 5 roses growing out of it, each one a different color: black, blue, green, red, and white. The satyr is a statue. So what do you want to do, Portia?
And these are apparently natural roses.
Yeah.
They grew. They're not sculptures or anything.
Yeah, they are actually grown roses. Yep.
Okay, so there's no other enemies in my immediate vicinity?
Nope.
All right. I think I'm going to cast Bane on the 2 that I can see.
Right. Both are baned. Use this skull for that. And concentration for you.
Not use my bonus action to learn a tale.
Okay. Then, after your turn, Portia, you hear rustling in the branches. You see one of these creatures just peek its head out enough, or part of it out enough, to launch webbing your way. But a 15 misses you, I believe. Yep. You dodge out of the way of a web coming your way, and then this thing ducks back into the trees. And then Big Blue, your turn.
All right. So is this normal terrain or
all difficult terrain inside the circle?
Okay.
Even if you fly. Unless you just fly straight up and above where you can't see stuff.
No. I'm going to fly. I'm going to use a dash action to get here.
Okay. So you can
and see if anything else is more revealed.
See that so far?
All right. And then I'll just say, hey, we're just looking for the crown to, turn into gold.
All right. Then the Seder cap hisses at Maynard and strikes him with a bite, missing. Then his claws missing, and then Maynard, your turn.
Jotaro is going to take his attack.
Go for it.
On that one. So that's going to be a 17 for 20.
20. So this attack you took. Okay, got it. And then.
And I can't do extra attack when I ready, correct?
Yeah, it's when you take an attack action on your turn.
Got it. Yep, I thought as much about one.
Your turn, Maynard.
Oh.
Maynard says,
"Hey,
shrugged off your best blows. Now, take a taste of my blades." And swipes at the wounded Ettercap with his rapier. 18 for... we'll go for 22.
Oh, that kills the Ettercap.
Whirls around. Dagger. This time it's 21 for 3.
Got it. That Ettercap bites back against you, Maynard, with his bite and his claws. Claws strike for 6 slashing. Jotaro, your turn.
All right.
Is he subtracting 4 from, a D4 from that? Or would it hit no matter what?
It hit either way. 18.
Okay.
Hey, Tom, I don't think my initiative got in the tracker.
Uh-oh.
I had
Big
like
Blue.
a 16.
Go ahead, Big Blue. We'll have you go next.
Okay. Did we skip Portia?
I mean, sorry, not Big Blue. Tiny G. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I get the fairies mixed up.
It happens all the time.
I
to
know.
me.
And it happened again. But it was like a 16 first.
Yeah, I'm
Anywho.
fixing it so it won't happen anymore. Okay, there we go. Add your initiative, and
Fantastic.
you were 16.
Let's just
So
go
you're
with
going to
the,
go now, and you're going to go out, then Jotaro, then you're going to go again.
Wombo combo.
Yep.
We're just going to do the normal battle axe hit.
A hit.
23 for 9.
Got it.
And a crit for 17.
Ooh, wow. Okay. That was your previous round, then Jotaro, your turn.
All right, bonus action. I'm going to Hunter's Mark the injured one.
Okay.
And longbow shot it.
Okay.
So that's going to be an 18 for 17.
Dropped him.
And then I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And I don't see the other one around, do I?
Correct. Nope.
All right, then I'll be done.
Okay. Then after Jotaro, Big Blue again.
Tiny G again?
I mean, Tiny G. Where's Tiny G go? Did I delete you? Weird. Add turn. Tiny G. 16. Oh, I
Alright, there
don't
we
know
go.
what I'm doing. And Big Blue, what was your original initiative?
3.
3.
3. Okay. So I'll put you back down where you belong.
So the 2 that were attacking Maynard are gone, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll putter up and around and see if there are any more hiding in the webs.
Okay. Remember, every square is difficult terrain. Nothing up there.
That's the case then. Can move there. I think that's it.
Nothing there. Okay. Portia, your turn.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna attempt to advance forward.
All right. Yep. There he is.
Okay. And since I happen to come across him, I'll release my stored tail. Which is this one.
Ooh. 15 is a hit. Doing 16 piercing and... I'm sorry. Looking at the wrong one. 24 is a hit. Doing 14 force. Okay.
What does that look like?
Well, it describes it as a melee spell attack. So it's a magical looking, but it's called Tale of the Renowned Duelist. So I'll say it looks like a magical like saber that just kind of spears through the thing.
Impressive.
All right. After Portia is the other cap.
Ah.
It will go 1, 2, and starts climbing up the 30-foot outer wall. It moved 4, 6 is 10. So it gets up the wall and it's scurrying down the other side of the wall as it
Do I
climbs.
get an attack of opportunity?
You do. Climbs across its webs and climbs the wall, blinding speed. And go ahead, Portia.
I so rarely attack with a weapon. I guess it would be this Eldritch Staff, even though I'm
You
not
can do-
strength-based.
So the staff weapon is further down, like by your rapier.
Oh,
And you do it one-handed or two-handed?
Just one-handed.
Go for it.
Oh, whoops, that's the rapier.
Yeah,
Bam.
go one more. There you go. So you hit. Then you can expend up to 3 more charges to do the extra lightning. Unfortunately, you rolled really bad, so you probably don't want to spend any more charges. But 1 bludgeoning, is that what you do?
I'll do, well, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm trying I'm trying this thing out for the first time. Bonk.
Ethercraft's gone. Big Blue. Give chase or let it go?
Let it go.
Okay. Tiny G, give chase or let it go?
Let it go.
Okay. So you find yourselves in this rose garden, and at the center of the rose garden, you find a statue of a prancing satyr holding a set of pipes, and there's a thorny vine with 5 roses growing out of it of different colors.
Can we carefully remove the thorny vine
Yeah, no
while
problem.
maintaining them all on it?
Well, yeah, you can snip it on both sides of the first and last rows.
Okay. If I hold those
After
two
you
edges
do-
together.
After you snip it and pull it away, the rest of the vine withers and dies, but the roses are fine still.
Oh, good. If you touch the two ends, do they join like a crown?
No. Good idea, but no, it does not. And in fact, it's too long to be, you think, a crown that fit even on a lion.
Well, this definitely makes me think of the first card that we drew. If you are okay waiting again, I can try to identify these.
The first of the roses. Which one you want to do? Which color first?
The black one.
All right. And all of them actually do something when you hold them. So let me tell you that first. So when you hold the black rose, it drips acid. So it's kind of painful. When you hold the oops. Well, now you know what the blue one does. When you hold the blue rose, it crackles with lightning. When you hold the green rose, it issues green gas. When you hold the red rose, it is wreathed in flame. And when you hold the white rose, it is covered in frost. Identifying the black rose, its specifics are that when you hold it, you resist acid. And if you would take 10 or more acid after your resistance, the rose is destroyed and you take no acid damage. With an action, you can blow the rose. It creates a 20-foot cone, doing 3d10 acid damage, and destroys the rose. And you got 5 of those roses. You can kind of guess what the other roses all do the same, but different types of damage. So rather than track who's got what, we'll just say if you want to use one, you have it.
No matter what color?
No matter what, yeah. And as soon as it gets used, it's gone.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all there is in the rose garden, unless you can... looking at the statue of the Seder, it appears that it's actually a real Seder, unless it's just a master craftsman on the carving. You think it's a petrified Seder here.
And there's no further plaques.
You see
anywhere?
No sign of anything that would unpetrify them, other than a greater restoration or stone to flesh.
I do not have those.
So you've covered everything on the west side of the garden. On the east side of the garden, the pool you haven't interacted with, and the tower.
Oh, I want to see if I can walk on water with that pool.
Nice. Touching the water, your foot sinks in, but something mysterious happens. I'm going to grab you guys. I'm going to go over there. Okay, so you're all sitting near the pool. Maynard's seeing if you can walk on water. You guys are all looking to see if he's got some glass under there. Is he cheating? What's he doing? As soon as he touches it, though, a delicate hand made of water, black as winter's night, silently breaks the water's surface. The hand clutches a crown made of silver needles. Below the hand, under the surface, a school of shimmering black fish takes on a vaguely humanoid form, completing the form of the hand. So it's like the hand is going up above the water, holding the crown, and below the water is the rest of the body, made from shimmering black fish that are circling around. It's within your grasp, Maynard, this crown.
I shall seize the crown.
You take it. The needles are sharp. You won't be able to grasp it with your bare hands for much longer. It's all you can do, wincing, to carry it to shore. And as you're doing that, you hear a gentle voice on the wind that says, "The beginning of whenever, the end of ever after, the start of an age, the finale of every moment, the first in history."
I got this one.
Did anyone else hear that voice?
No, you have to describe it to them. None of them heard it.
Oh.
They will relay what I heard. I grasped the crown.
Yeah, with your bare hand, you can hold it for maybe a minute before the pain's just unbearable. If you have a gauntleted glove, you can hold it for longer.
I'm going to set it down.
Okay.
Are we all on the same page with this riddle? When you're at the Witchlight Carnival, you're pretty much forced to decipher riddles all the time.
No, fill me in. I'm a little slow.
Do you know the answer?
Yes.
Then what is it? Because I don't.
It is letter forms. The beginning of whenever is a W. The end of ever after is an R.
Oh,
The start of an H is an A.
Wrath. Wrath is the who we need to give the crown to. Very good. Good job.
Oh, wow.
Well done.
Take an inspiration. Oh, you already got
one. So I assume that is the
Sure.
correct one in quotation marks?
Yeah, I think so. Let's go find Wrath and put the crown on its head.
So this curtain wall over here, there's no way to get to it unless you came through the doors of the palace that are over here. Of course, you can fly, so you can definitely lower a rope down. And there's lots of vines growing up the wall, so you can climb up it, no problem. It's about 10 feet above the garden grounds. And the door into the tower has a bronze plaque which reads Wrath in common. Again, the tower is about 30 feet tall, and again, you see no roof up there.
I'm going to walk in.
All right, you open the doors, and you see, as you expected, an iron heart. I wish I had a better picture for the iron heart, but that's what you see inside the tower. The place is filled with hawthorns. At the heart of the thicket, a heart, seemingly made from iron, stands atop a marble pedestal, pawing the ground angrily. Strewn around the pedestal are a dozen empty baskets. "We are Wrath," says the iron heart. "Kneel
I am
before
Jotaro.
us."
I will kneel gallantly.
Wrath shares with you when you show it proper deference. "We and our counterpart were created to protect the gardens from intruders in Zybilna's absence." And this is all the same as what Envy told you. Here to protect the gardens, but not necessarily the visitors who are waiting.
We have a crown for you.
It tells you the same thing Envy does. That the crown must be transformed into a crown of golden roses to work. To transform it, you must place it on the brow of the correct Iron Guardian. Once transformed, either Guardian can wear it.
All right. Does Maynard, do you still have the crown?
Well, I'll have to up on the end of my dagger and carry it that
here-
way or something.
Okay.
By the way,
So you have the
I have a
crown.
bunch of extra clothes. Wrath, would you like extra clothes on your head so this needly crown won't hurt you?
He's made of iron. I think he'll be fine.
Okay.
He is made of iron.
You make a good point.
All right. I'll. If nobody else does, I'll put the crown on his head.
Okay. He stands regal and proud up on the pedestal, and you see the crown transform into a golden crown of roses.
Dandy.
Awesome. All right.
So you have crowned the heart with the golden roses. Now, what do you want to do? And there's nothing else in there except a plaque similar to what was in the other one.
I say now we go inside the palace.
So
Now that
you
we
got
can-
3 doors. You have the doors here, the doors over here, and the doors over here. And the interesting thing about the doors in the center are that they actually bear a... Let's see here. The door has a
Oh.
marble cameo of a crowned heart above it. The center doors
I
do.
Was that
see.
there before?
The doors on the left and the right do not have that.
I say we hit the middle doors.
Okay. Middle doors open into here. Where are you guys? I'm going to drag you up there. There we go. So you go through the front doors of the palace. It's unlocked. It's easy enough to open. There's no handles or anything on it, but you just push and it opens. And there's multiple doors in this hallway. The walls of the hall are illustrated with painted panels depicting a starry sky. The paintings show what a viewer would see while looking out through a set of windows into a clear, moonless night. The doors to the south have a marble cameo of a crowned heart above them, the ones you just came through. Also, from up on this balcony, I should have described it before when you're over there on the wall over here, but from this elevated vantage point, you can see out across Prismere. Your first real view of the whole realm. So you can click that map there, or that picture there, and it'll give you a map of the whole realm of Prismere.
Oh,
And now you
Nice.
think you could travel between hither and thither and yon without any guides. Now that you know all of Prismere. Okay, so that's you're back into the hall. You got multiple doors. It depicts windows, and those windows do look out over the balcony. The windows to the north aren't windows; they're those pictures of the paintings of the stars. So, which way, Jotaro?
Sorry, still looking at the map. And none of these doors have a stag over.
They do not. Do you guys see this
Or-
icon?
I do.
Mhm.
Okay. You'll see that on every door that has a cameo like that.
Okay,
The ones
and
that have no cameo.
Oh.
Okay, and definitely no cameo of a lion.
Correct. There'll be a lion,
Well-
a lion icon if there's one of a lion.
Perfect. Okay, that's what. Okay, then I say we start here.
Okay. That door. Semi-decent view of what you can see. Okay, so you are on the doors open up to a balcony. The balcony looks out over a courtyard in the center of the palace. And the courtyard is filled below with a storm. The sky above is twilight. There's no floor. Instead, a vortex of dark clouds churns below. A marble tower rising from the maelstrom is encircled by turrets. Stone staircases extend from the outer areas of the palace to the tower, each part of a buttress that spans the void and stabilizes the tower. So, let me keep drawing a little bit more for you. So you can see over here, this is one of the, to your right, one of the flying buttresses that goes up. It actually connects not to this level, the level you're on, but to a level above the level you're on. And it comes from the tower to your right over here. So that's going a flying buttress up to a turret a level above you. This is the turret at your level, but there's no way into it. There's windows into it, but no way into it. Another turret at your level, another balcony over there, and the central great tower, probably around 40 or so feet in radius, 80 feet in diameter or so, rising up above with turrets circling all around it. And you can only see this quarter of it from this viewpoint. You see no way into You see no way into the big tower at this level.
Right.
I say we try these doors here.
Okay. There. That takes you into a tower. The walls are decorated with sculpted reliefs depicting humans and demons partaking in grotesque revels. A spiral staircase with a golden handrail ascends 30 feet to the chamber above. An open staircase climbs 30 feet over the Court of Storms to a turret of the central tower.
And then.
So you could go
Okay.
up the circular staircase. You can try one of the other doors in the hall you're in. Or you could go
Say
up
up.
the flying buttress to the central tower.
The spiral.
I want it. Okay.
Up the spiral staircase?
I'd prefer the spiral.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, put you all together here real quick. So that takes you over to here, the second floor. There's a set of doors that lead out, and they lead to a balcony that looks out over the garden. But there is no entrance from here into the rest of the keep. And that upper floor, I think, just looks the same as the lower floor. Maybe there's nothing up there. Yeah, same grotesque sculptures and spiral stairs descending.
All right. Head back down.
Okay. Then once you get back down, where do you want to go?
Flying
The
bridge.
Flying bridge? Okay. So the flying bridge takes you out over the Court of Storms, and it is kind of a harrowing feeling as you're climbing over the court. Let's see here. It's going to bring you over to...
Can you center?
I will. Yeah, in a second. Get you. Let me get the map done for you first. All right. So here's the buttress coming from below. Deposits you in this turret that's maybe 30 feet above the floor you're in below, the same level you think probably as this tower here. And inside this tower, you see an enameled white coffer resting on a black basalt pedestal in the middle of the room. The coffer contains a plum-sized jewel made of translucent white crystal. There's nothing else in the room, and there's no exits out of it.
Is it magic? Hey, Portia.
I can spend 10 minutes to identify it.
You'll have to touch it to do that.
Oh, I don't want to touch it. Would an Arcana check be enough to at least be able to tell that it's magical?
No.
Okay.
Detect magic.
Detect magic will tell if it's magical.
I have one if we want to wait, but I don't know if it's worth a spell slot if you want me to just burn it right away.
Yeah, I say that we wait 10 minutes, cast it as a ritual.
All right. I'm going to sneeze my head off like I am right now and cast the spell.
And once you've cast it, it stays for 10 minutes, so you can explore a little bit more with one casting of the ritual. So the spell does detect conjuration magic on the jewel.
Okay.
I'll relay that to everybody.
Are you all okay with me touching it?
I am. I want to know what happens.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
Make a wisdom insight check for me, please.
Bring some visitors.
Nope.
Okay. The jewel, if you knock it 3 times against a hard surface, will summon a fey creature, similar to Conjure Fey spell, but you have no idea of what creature it will summon.
Oh, we should definitely summon a creature.
Do you think the
that's what
fact?
happened to Sibilna?
Do you think the fact that it is white ties it to the reading that we had about the caged beast?
Yes.
You are on a roll. Please
Yes.
give yourself another inspiration.
All right, let's summon this. Let's summon this beast.
Oh dear!
You want to do it?
Right now? Okay. Bang, bang, bang against the wall.
A dog appears. It is... Okay. A one-eyed dog appears. And it says, in a language you don't understand, something. It looks like the picture there. It's about the size of like maybe a greyhound-sized dog.
Didn't we run into some blink dogs earlier?
Short-haired. You did, yeah. It is a blink dog.
I see if it understands Sylvan.
It does. Can't speak it, but it can understand it.
Are you a good boy? Are you?
It snarls at you when you talk to it like that. You suspect it may be more intelligent than you are.
Jataro's fine with that.
I guess in Sylvan also, I'll just be like, please do not mind my companion. Were you in a cage? Did we just free you from a cage?
It looks at you, its head's kind of sideways, and indicates it doesn't know exactly, but that it will follow you.
Oh. Thank you.
So that dog will follow you wherever you go, Portia.
Okay.
So there's nothing else in here, just the flying buttress back down to the lower bows level. And you now have a blink dog following you. A one-eyed blink dog.
Oh. Can we name him, like, Patches or something?
No, we're naming him Lucky the Pizza Dog.
I did just watch the first episode.
So you come back to here. Where to now?
Check out the tower across the way.
Okay. The tower across the way. Similar to the tower on the other side, this one is adorned with all sorts of grotesque sculptures and 2 staircases.
Well, I think we must Climb the spiral first. It's the same.
It's tradition.
There's on the walls.
Okay, if you zoom out, you'll see it is similar to the one before. So coming back down, you do the flying buttress way.
Okay, so nothing up there of
Nothing
interest.
up there, yep. Same as the other one.
We'll go on the buttress.
That takes you to a tower. Over here, the first turret you come to is empty, but there's a set of stairs that lead up to a second turret. Going up there, I assume. Oh, also you see something interesting when you're on the flying buttress, in that there is, in the wall, at about the same level as the first turret you come to, a opening. And there is a gate blocking the opening. So it's like right over here. Coming up to the second level, second turret up, you come to a chamber. An enameled black coffer rests on a pedestal of living vines in the middle of the room. The coffer contains a plum-sized jewel made of lustrous black crystal.
Well, we got a blink dog last time.
I don't trust this one.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, Chitaro's going to do the same thing to this crystal that Portia did the last one.
Make a wisdom insight check, Chitaro.
Okay, can you center me? I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay. Ooh, nice insight. So, grasping the jewel, you intuit that it is Zybilna's crystallized desire to know what her enemies are plotting. The jewel is Zybilna's crystallized desire to know what her enemies are plotting.
Ooh, I want to know that too. So,
That's us.
Do you knock it again?
Yeah, I'm going to knock it.
Okay. A darkling elder appears. He bows to you, Jotaro. He tells you that he is Spy Master Hushknife. He puts his fingers to his mouth and says, "Shh."
What can you tell me about Zybilna's enemies?
Spy Master Hushknife.
Yes, Spy Master Hushknife. Yeah, what else? What can you tell me about Zybilna's enemies?
I have been imprisoned for a time I do not know, and by whom I cannot say, inside that jewel. I was spying upon Edelyn Moongrave. I fear she plans to double-cross Zybilna.
Do we know that name?
Yeah, Edelyn Moongrave was the last hag.
Oh, okay.
The hag in Motherhorn. And
She's
well, you don't have to worry about her anymore because she is dead.
Spy Master Hushknife motions with a single finger across his neck and nods.
Yes, finger across the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Do you have any idea on what she intended for Zybilna? Because I am afraid she succeeded before we took her out.
Her and her sisters were going to use the distraction of a group of adventurers to launch their plans, but I never found out their plans. I was coming to warn Zabilna.
Not terribly helps.
Okay.
Can you think of anything else that could be helpful on how to save your mistress?
No.
Are you willing to help us save her?
Yes, I will follow you.
You've got the hush down. I hope you've got the knife down too. Make a
makes
stabby,
a-
stabby
Right.
motion.
He makes a motion across his neck with his knife and nods.
I like you. All right.
I remember correctly that there was another group of adventurers that preceded us, or
Yeah, we rescued one of them, the dwarf.
Right. And then another one of their party was that woman in the corridor
Oh, yeah.
leading
Wait, who-
into the Yon Castle.
Yes, that's right. So we rescued 2 of them. They owe us, both of them do.
But maybe this is also the same party as from the reading.
I don't know.
The Paladin.
It could be. The League of Malevolence were the bad guys that we fought, but
Right.
one of them got away, one of them did not.
Right. Can't remember that guy's
Splat.
name. If we knew it.
Start with a Z, I think.
So you can, let's see. You have this gated passage. You could fly anywhere around the Court of Storms. You could come out to these doors here with a little bit of climbing. You could come to those doors there. But I think otherwise, all your paths are complete here.
You want to try the one all the way to the far left?
Oh, you do see other balconies too that you could fly to and maybe, use a rope to get to here and here.
Did we do the flying bridge over here?
Yeah, you did that flying bridge. That's the one where you found your Hushmaster.
Oh, that's what I thought, but
Spy.
the blackout, I thought that maybe I...
So see this level here. This is not where the bridge goes. The bridge goes up over to
Got it.
here.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. That's
It's
how
a
I
little
got
confusing,
confused.
that part.
Yeah, okay, fair. Yeah, I like your idea about the far left.
Far left?
We're talking about all the way back out and then down here?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
It requires the least amount of risk.
Yeah, that's true. Flying over the maelstrom. Okay, opening those doors reveals a interesting chamber.
Ooh.
The doors swing open to reveal a crystal carriage hitched to a pair of glass statues shaped like Pegasi. Folded silk butterfly wings are attached to the roof of the carriage. The carriage is made of glass, although it is mostly opaque, except for the windows and the doors to the carriage. Looks big enough to hold maybe about 5 people in the cab, and of course a driver on the outside. And there's also 2 sets of doors there and there.
I open the carriage and look inside.
Okay. The doors are shut. There's no handle, no hinge, no keyhole. Looking through the window, you spot an ornate glass key resting on the seat of the carriage. Inside the carriage... No. The windows are solid. And,
okay.
Yeah. So you can see into the carriage. You can see there's a key inside of it, but...
I think Zabilna locked her keys in the car.
Looks that way.
All right.
Open sesame.
Hey, see if your blink dog can get in there and get the key.
Or
Hey, can you get the key, boy? Can you get the key?
Blink dog snarls at you.
It's intelligent. Lucky, would you please get this key if you can get in there?
Your blink dog disappears, and you see it inside the carriage, And he picks up the key in his mouth and then disappears and teleports back outside the carriage and gives you the key.
Good boy.
And when you
are
hold
a
the key,
valuable companion. Thank you.
when you hold the key near the door, a keyhole magically appears.
Oh, okay. It really was for this. Shall we go throughout the rest of the palace
Yeah.
and still?
Yeah, this seems like an escape thing. Yeah.
Okay. So you got the doors that lead out to the maelstrom outside, so you know what that looks like. Take a quick peek out and confirm, yeah. Then the doors to the north open up into a hallway. There is, to your left, a lion door.
Okay. So we need to go switch the.
Yeah, to
We'll
get through
have
that
to go
one.
switch
So,
the.
To get in there.
yeah, it's got a marble cameo of a crowned lion above it. The hallway itself is... Running the length of the room is a rug woven with images of thorny white roses. Each of the doors on the north and south walls have an alabaster pedestal standing inside the room beside the door. Atop each pedestal is an alabaster vase that holds several long-stemmed white roses. Carved into the vase are the words "Take one" in common.
I take one.
Yeah, same.
So, do you want to go across the hall to the doors at the end?
Is that where the roses are?
You want to search? There's one on each end. So there's roses there and roses there.
I'm going to take one on the end we're on.
You're going to take one on what?
I'll take a rose out of the vase that's on this end.
Okay. Gotcha.
Anything happen when I take the rose?
No, nothing happens.
All right. Then I'll, with the rose in hand, actually the rose will be behind, I'll be holding it in my teeth like a tango dancer.
Oh, no. Okay.
And I will dance across the carpet.
You can have
To
your
the far
inspiration
side.
back. There you go. You dance across the carpet to the other side, and
Yes.
would you like to open the doors?
Yes.
Okay. They open to reveal a hallway.
Jotaro, do you feel strongly that was very necessary?
Yes.
Clearly, the rose has afflicted him with a curse that forces him to dance wherever he goes.
I thought if anybody would appreciate a good dance, it was you. It would be you. I remember seeing you in the musical leasing a flat in Waterdeep.
At least it's not white.
It's supposed to be
He
a red
was
reference.
down on his luck for that one.
Yes. Yes. Or La Boheme, if you really want to go to the opera.
All right, so Jotaro, you make it across. You open the doors. You can see the hallway. You see a lion door, another lion door. You see a flying staircase off into the Court of Storms. And the hallway continues. You see a heart door near the end of the hallway. It goes to the right, a couple different side passages to the right. So
I'll wait till the others get
Everyone
across
else.
the carpet.
So Maynard, how do you want to cross?
Oh, I suppose I'll dance because he managed to cross that way safely.
Okay. Anything else you want to do besides just dancing across?
Oh, wait a minute. Do I need to take a rose? Yeah, I guess I'll take a rose.
All right, you make it across safe. Big Blue?
Yeah, just following in form, I'll take a. I think maybe I'll salsa, maybe, or
Okay.
maybe a whimsical kind of going around the room and then finally exiting.
Portia?
Yes, I will take one.
And what do you want
walk.
to instruct your dog to do?
Well, I mean, to be on the safe side, Lucky, would you grab a rose before you tried to cross the room, please?
He does. Oh, and Jotaro, what do you want to do with your spy master?
Oh, I mean, I just assumed he knows how to get across. Is he looking to me for instructions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'll say, I recommend taking a rose.
He
I don't think
does.
it's necessary to dance.
Tiny G.
I'll take a rose.
All right, y'all make it across safe. So you get to here, and you look out over the Court of Storms and see much more of it now. Let me just show you what we see there from that vantage point. Now you can see from this vantage point that there's a hole blasted in the tower. Part of the tower wall, this being the tower, right here in the middle, the big round thing in the middle, part of the tower wall has exploded outward, and its stony fragments are hanging in the air as though time around them has stopped. Among the debris suspended above the stormy vortex is an armored knight with a sword and shield. He looks like he has been thrown backward through the exploding wall before being frozen in place. And you can see a few of the stones here on this map, but he's actually higher up, and the opening is higher up. So I'm going to
Oh, we gotta save him.
On the other map now.
I think that may be the Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go up the flying stairs as soon as I can.
Okay, let me just draw out what you see real quick.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now if you look on the other map here, this is where the hole is in the wall.
I feel really strongly that this is the Paladin. Something about him.
He is right there in the air and frozen in place, hovering in the air like 30 feet. The maelstrom is actually about 30 feet below the lower level of the tower, so he's like 60 feet above the maelstrom, but he's 30 feet above your level. If you climb up to the top of this flying buttress over here, you'd be level with him.
Okay.
So, Jotaro, you want to climb on up there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
Do you think we can rope him in?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe I could fly out, grab hold to, or tie something to his ankle and fly back.
yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I'm going to grab your guys and move you to the other map. In a second. Here we go. If you're still down in the hallway, just put you guys along the edge of this map here. If you're still, hallway level. But if you're climbing the flying buttress, you can still see from here. But once you get inside this building, you can no longer see out.
Oh, okay. So can I see at this spot right here?
Yeah, you can see from that spot there.
Okay.
When you get there, you can also see what's inside that building. Not that that would tempt you at all, but it is...
Oh, good.
An enameled green coffer rests on a wrought iron pedestal in the middle of the room. The coffer contains a faintly glowing plum-sized jewel of green crystal.
Oh, one of you guys should get that one. Everybody needs a companion.
So, you going to
I have
interact with that first, or try and save Strongheart first?
Touchnet. I think we can do two things at once.
Your dog will just go in there inside the building out of your way.
Okay.
I'm going to use my pixie dust and fly out to Strongheart.
Okay. Everyone, guys, put you where you're going to be when he does that. Once you're happy where you're standing, roll initiative.
And you know how I use the pixie dust, right, Tom?
Low key bump.
Yep.
but also making him float, right?
Yeah.
Trust me.
It makes him
Trust me.
float.
Pixie
That's
dust.
for sure.
I'm flying.
I forget what exactly the pixie dust's powers are. Can you click that for me? Like how fast you fly.
I
and all
know.
that good stuff.
I know you could fly. That was the part I looked up.
Fly 60 or fly 30 and hover for 1 minute. So you don't have a lot of time. Okay. Everyone else happy where they're standing?
Yep.
Let's see, I rolled for the elder. I can take the elder cap off. Don't have a blink dog. Do I have a blink dog at all? Let's see, blink none. Okay, so I'm doing the blink dog manually. Actually, he's your follower, Portia, so he'll go right after you in the initiative order.
Okay.
Take him off, take the elder off, he'll go right after you, Jotaro.
Oh, I did not do.
Okay, so as you're flying out there, Jotaro and Big Blue, you come to the human. Looks like a paladin, human paladin. He's got a sword, he's got a shield, he's like basically been blasted out of a hole. You look to the hole in the wall of a tower 60 feet above the maelstrom, and what do you see staring out at you? Slack-jawed Lorna.
Hey.
She sees you, and an evil rictus smile comes across her face. Let me roll her initiative.
I think we have an understanding, Bavlorna. Don't want to mess it up.
She extends out her staff with all the things dangling off of it as if to cast a spell at you. But you react first, Jotaro. What do you want to do?
Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to shift my hunter's mark to her. And I'm going to say, you brought this on yourself. And longbow shot. That's only going to be a 13 though.
13 is a miss. She seems to have grown in stature a little bit, almost as if she's eaten a lot. Keep going.
26 for 13.
13, got it. Okay.
And oops. Remind me the Wittershins thing. That was how much movement?
It was
10 feet.
10 feet of movement.
Okay. So I'm going to fly 5, 10, 15. And how close did you have to be to do it?
God, I wish you remembered.
Within 10 feet. Oh, well. Oh, was I not supposed to say? Sorry.
You can say. No, if you guys remember, that's good.
Oh. 10 feet.
Well, I have a fly speed of 30 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I cannot.
Right.
Yeah, I can't do the Wittershins this turn. Yeah, I'm going to move.
Maynard, your turn. So, Jotaro, you
Well,
had
I'm
just
moving.
arrived at Strongheart. You had not lassoed him or anything like that. So,
Can I? Is lassoing an action?
Yeah.
Like is tight? Yeah. Okay. Or what about grabbing him just with my hand?
you can grab him. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to grab him and try to tug him with
So
me.
that takes
Does
5 feet of your movement, but you can't budge him.
I can't budge him.
Oh,
No.
no.
Okay.
It doesn't move.
All right.
You would
Well,
think,
then I'm going to.
Yeah, you'd think gravity is a pretty strong force too, and should be pulling him down.
All right, that's fair. I'll move here. For
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I'm hiding behind him. If you wanted to know.
My God, Maynard, your turn. Taking away your inspiration for that. Maynard, your turn.
Well, I don't think I can do anything. I can't see Bavlorna from where I'm at. I can't fly. So I'm going to just ready my bow. And
Ready your bow. Got it. Big Blue.
All right, I'm going to fly 20 feet to here.
And what else, Big Blue?
Because I'm on mute, spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I'm just trying to drag it. I'm looking for it right now. Sorry, I'm in my mom's kitchen.
No worries.
All right, so I'll move it there, and I will do spiritual weapon as bonus.
That is a hit.
All right, 26
Nice.
for 7.
7 force. Got it. Okay, after Big Blue, Babylorna's turn. She will multi-attack with a Withering Ray. Her Withering Ray, she shoots at Jotaro. 17, but Jotaro, you got cover, so it misses you.
I do. Ah!
She curses and backs out of sight of you and the others. And then Tiny G, your turn.
All right. Oh, she disappeared. Interesting. Let's go ahead and fly on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So Tiny, I'm going to move you real quick. You might not have heard, but that tower that you were in is all encased. Assuming you didn't want to be encased, you can start your turn over here. And you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that.
Okay. And then 7. Let's dash into the room.
You can see her there. Let me put her back for you. And let me describe the room for you. The room that you see that she's in. Splinters of wood, along with some loose papers and 2 halves of a shattered blowing horn, are suspended in the air. Whatever caused this unfortunate scene also punched a hole in the north wall, which you're coming through. The stony debris from the blast is frozen in midair outside the tower. You see a staircase to your right that goes down. The arrows point up on these stairs. And a staircase to your left that goes up. And you see Babylorna in there.
Okay. Is the rest of the room, are there any other entries, exities? Oh,
no. The staircase that descends is to the... Yeah, no, you don't see anything else.
Fantastic. Well, if that's the case, then I will stand right here.
All right. After Tiny, Portia.
Can I ask the blink dog if he's capable of blinking with another person?
Shakes his head no.
Okay. Can I ask Master Hush Knife, do you have any extra pixie dust?
He shakes his head no.
Alrighty. I'm gonna... Let's see, what do I have? I'm just gonna ready a vicious mockery if an enemy comes within view of me.
All right. After Portia runs over, Chitaro, your turn.
Oh, and I'll learn a tale. Why not?
Okay.
Well, Big Blue, I'm gonna move away from him. To there, and I'm gonna shoot Babylorna. 17 for 17.
Hit.
28 for 11. And
Do you have
pretty sure
her
that's-
headers marked or anything?
I do. Yeah, my first turn I used a bonus action to Hunter's Marker.
Got it.
That's all I'm going to do.
After Chitaro, Maynard.
I'm standing watch with my bow.
Big Blue.
All right, I'm going to move the spiritual weapon 20 feet and attack. Well, sorry. I'm going to move into the room.
Hey, Big Blue, since you can attack with your bonus, do you want to try to use your action to tie a rope around Strongheart?
Can I see her though? Can I see her from where I'm at?
No,
What's
but
your...
you can move to a spot where you can on your way.
Yeah.
You can
Okay,
move,
so I'll fly.
bonus, move some more action.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm going to move so I can see, and then end up here.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'll move my spiritual weapon here and attack.
Okay.
15 for 6.
Hit. And
And then I'll
action,
use
tie a
my
rope
action to
Strongheart.
tie a rope to the paladin's shin.
Got it. Babylorna. Move forward. Actually, let's see here. She's going to first come to here. Come to here. Withering Ray Jotaro. Multi-attacking. Withering Ray. 17. Jotaro, you still got cover, so it missed you. And then close on Tiny. And bite Tiny. 11 misses you, Tiny. And Tiny, your turn.
Yes. All right.
I warned you, Bavlorna.
First thing we're gonna do is bonus action rage. See what happens. 3. A tiny little spirit gets to
Nice.
appear, and let's just have that on the other side of Bavlorna.
Okay.
But for the rest of my turn, let's do. Where is the muscle? That one. Okay. 2 battle axe attacks. First one is a 14 for 14.
14 missed.
Ooh. How about a 23 for 6?
That hit.
Arr. And then a DC 14 dex save or 1d6 force damage.
DC 14 dex save. She made it. I'll just put your
Bye-bye, fairy.
fairy right over here. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Comes back as a bonus, right? Repeat as bonus? Yep. Okay. Tiny's
yes, sir.
done. Portia.
Hey, Maynard, you should go do that gym on your turn.
The what?
At what?
The gym that's in this room. See if you can get yourself a companion that can help.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Oh, gem. Well, I mean, that's a good idea. I think, Portia's gonna move over here, and then she's gonna ask Maynard to slap her across the face. And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
Retard. Do some damage, Maynard.
But round's over. Next is Jotaro.
Okay. Hey, look at this. First, I'm going to spend 10 feet of movement to whirl around Wittershins in the air. And I still have the rose in my teeth as I do it.
She begins sneezing and coughing uncontrollably. No spells. She would expel anyone she had swallowed if she had.
And here we go. Longbow 1. 25 for 22.
Wow.
29 for 11.
Wow. After Jotaro. Maynard.
And then I'm going to... I have a little bit more movement. I'm going to move... What's this right here?
That's Maynard's pixie. I mean, Tiny G's pixie. I'll just move it over else over here. He can summon a pixie.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from?
I'll move that in the darkness. There we go. I didn't see it.
I'm going to move up to here, and in case Big Blue needs help, I'm going to ask him to tie the end of the rope around me.
Okay. Maynard, your turn.
So the two of us could pull it.
Oh, Portia asked to.
But before you do, Portia, you know the staff is to a location you can see. So.
Can I not, from where I just moved, see here?
Oh, yeah, I guess you can. Okay, go ahead, Maynard.
Right, well, she asked to be lynched, so I'm so sorry.
Maynard uses all his stage skill to stab, but still does 5 damage.
Oh, it didn't even hard. Let me just make sure I record that first. Okay, I expend 3 charges from my Eldritch Staff to teleport within 60 feet to a place I can see and turn invisible.
Okay. Maynard's done. Big Blue. Oh, he went to recharge. But Avalorn will be next. Let's take a break then. Perfect time for a break. Wow, it's already 2 hours in.
As my kids are bickering, and I have to go take care of that.
We're taking a quick break until 25 after.
I just ran.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Okay.
All right, break it is.
See you at 25 after.
Become visible?
You would, and also you don't have your reaction, so just tiny.
Yeah, okay.
Where'd she move?
She moves southeast from you.
She, under the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take it.
Okay.
27 for 9.
That's a hit. Okay. Then she will keep going. After taking 9 damage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Coughing, sputtering, spewing the whole way back there. And then the Witter Shin's in for her. Let's see, is that till the end of your next turn? In your next turn, yep. And then her 2 Lornlings go. One moves here, attacks Tiny G with a bite. Critting you, Tiny G, for 13 piercing.
Where have I seen this before?
Miss. And hit you again for 8 piercing, Tiny G.
Yep.
And then Portia. Critting you for 8 piercing.
They can definitely see me.
Oh, you're invisible, that's right. Let me double check. They're very blurry. They're so fast, but I don't think they can necessarily see you automatically. They do not. Okay. So then, Tiny, 8 points.
Okay.
And then another bite for 12 more.
Uh-huh.
And then another bite. 16. Also hit you for 10 more.
Jeez.
And both those things are blurry. They're moving so fast back and forth in front of you guys. Avalorna is done. Tiny, your turn.
Yep. I will float up and over them. So, up 5 feet and forward, and then down 5 feet and forward, and
Okay.
I'll take op attacks from both.
All right. Bite 1, 16 for 10. Bite 2, 16 for 10.
Jeez. Those rolls are brutal. But we will come all the way down here. So that was 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And let's drop some reckless attacks on Babylon. So 15
Hit.
for 12. And 20 for 9 more.
Got it.
And I will then fly. Oh, hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crap. I'll stay there.
Okay, Portia, your turn.
Wait, no, I have 10 more spots of movement. I'll fly up 10 feet
Your turn,
and
Portia.
provoke from Babylon.
Okay.
Okay.
Avalorna
Is there...
will... let's see. She can do a bite. She'll try and bite you. Missing by 1. Okay, Portia.
Is there any way for me to get past these Lornlings with them not knowing I'm here?
Turn invisible, you teleport in space to attack, cast, or deal damage.
Or is there just like no passing through them?
I think that you actually become visible right away, but I didn't have that in there for some reason. Let's find out.
Oh, I think I have the staff open. Let me see here. Until the start of your next turn. Okay.
So you become visible right away. They are tiny, so you can move through their square. They're just difficult terrain.
Okay, gotcha.
But they crit like a bitch.
But they both already used their reactions, so you got that going for you.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, yes, I would like to.
Oh,
I think
forgot
move
the
through.
parry. That's okay.
Okay, so I think I can make it to there. And that's the best thing I can do here. I'll do. Tiny's kind of in the way. Okay. I'll just do dissonant whispers here.
Wisdom save. You got her. 10 points of psychic damage. She already used her reaction, unfortunately, so that's all it does.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
After Portia, rounds over to Taro, your turn.
Sorry, I was having hard trouble getting off mute. I muted myself because I was eating some Cheetos. I didn't think you guys wanted to listen to that. Okay, I am going to move. I'm going to fly up 5 feet in the air as I'm moving this way.
Okay.
20. And I have a shot there on Babylorna, and I will take it. It's going to be 16.
Miss.
17.
Hit.
For 17.
You shoot an arrow right into Babylorna's open mouth, pin her skull to the wall behind her.
Warned you.
She is dead. The hag is dead. The two Lornlings, however, are still in a murderous frenzy. So what else do you want to do, Jotaro?
They
Move
crit.
back here and flip them off.
After Jotaro, Maynard.
Come get me. I just killed your mommy. Come get me.
I'm going to go down and wrap the 3 times.
Oh, right.
See if I summon
Make
a
a
friend.
wisdom insight check for me.
Problem. 17.
You intuit that this gem is Bilna's crystallized desire to remain hidden from her enemies.
Ooh. We need that.
And you want to smash it?
Yes, I will.
Plum-sized jewel of green crystal. Okay. When you smash it, a green hag
Woo.
appears in front of you, Maynard. And bows to you.
What's your name?
I am Frog Spittle, the hag tells you.
Ask her.
Okay,
Ask her where the bill is.
that's your 6 seconds. Maynard, Big Blue.
All right, seeing that there's still these little spitlings are still there. I'll spiritual weapon the one closest north.
Okay.
18 for 8 force.
Let's see. 18. That's a hit. 8 force almost kills it.
And then I will toll the dead on that one that I just heard.
You got him. He dies.
Okay. And I guess I'll fly next up to Jotaro and help him.
Tiny G, your turn.
Okay. Let's fly on down into range of this guy. And since he's gonna crit me anyways, let's recklessly attack him. A 18.
It's a 15 because of the blurring action of his speed, and that missed.
But
Oh, you reckless attacked.
Yeah.
You hit.
For 9.
Ooh, but not enough to stop him.
Ooh. How about another 18? For
That
12?
finishes him. You kill the last of the Lornlings, and now you look around and you see in the dark recesses of this ruined building here that you're inside, Tiny, over here is the ornithopter that Bavlorna escaped on, and rolled up in the ornithopter is her bobbing lily pad. The ornithopter seems like you could fly, but it doesn't seem all that agile. It seems like it could support one individual flying in it. So that's the ornithopter. The bobbing lily pad, it moves along the ground, so not real good here. But its speeds are... Okay, so the bobbing lily pad... It does require attunement. 10-foot diameter leaf that floats on water. It has a walking, flying, and swimming speed of 20 feet, so it can fly. And it can hold up to 300 pounds. Or 600 pounds at half speed, which would be 10 feet. So that's the bobbing lily pad. And I will share that with you. Let's see here. There's a link to it there. And then... flying. To that guy. There's a flight of stairs that goes down right over here, and a flight of stairs that goes up right over here. You have Strongheart tied, but he doesn't budge. Nothing you do can move him. Nor are you able to affect anything he is carrying. So his armor, his sword, his shield, if he has anything in his pouches or belt or anything like that, you can't move any of it. He's completely impervious to being affected.
Even by magical means.
Yeah, unless you want to start spinning some slots and tell me what you want to spend them on.
What I recommend we do is tie him off to something in the room, to where when hopefully we will resume time, he won't fall to his death, and he'll be, hanging from a rope.
And he will owe you his life, Jotaro.
Yes, he will, and I will remind him of that. And that will be 3 of his adventuring company that owes me. I can't remember how the second one owes me, but I'm confident she does, and we're just going to do it.
Yeah, I definitely think we should do that.
So you got him tied off. You can get the rest of your group into the tower you're in with some ingenious ropes from the bridge to the opening of the tower, and kind of climb along the ropes if you like. Or you can go other places.
Would the lily pad work for getting people from there to here?
The lily pad would. It requires attunement, so it'd take an hour for someone to
attune to it. Hour. Right, gotcha.
Although you might want to take a short rest too. I'm
good, but if you guys want to, I understand.
You need to get off of the air there in about 2 seconds, or else you're going to fall, Jatari.
Oh yeah,
So pick where you're going.
I'm going into the tower.
Okay. You can all get into the tower easily enough.
Because I need to tie off that rope in here.
Yeah. Do you want to take a short rest, or do you want to press on?
Well, I guess I'd prefer short rest.
Let's do a vote. If you want to do a short rest, move up a square. If you don't care, stay where you're at. If you don't want to do a short rest, move down. Okay, so it looks like short rest it is. Roll up your hit dice.
So just before we do the short rest, then I will do my flying round. If we're gonna do a short rest. All right. So Maynard 6. Oh, am I on mute? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, thanks.
Maynard got 6.
10 for Portia, and 8 for Tiny G.
Nice.
Thank you.
And then spend your hit dice, and you get a 6 hit point Song of Rest with that. Sadly, just as your short rest is ending, poof, poof,
Oops.
poof, your 3 allies disappear.
Lucky.
Seems the magic only lasted an hour for the gems.
Well, that's good to know.
I'll find you.
Okay, you finished.
Did anybody have an ability to attune to the lily pad while we were doing that?
I have a tube. Wait, what does the lily pad do again?
It does. There's a link to it.
If you put, I'll just put. I'll read it.
Yeah,
no
it's
worries.
just go up your chat about 4 things.
For me, it was locked. I couldn't actually read the information there. But
Oh, really?
Okay, so if I have 3 magic items,
If you join my campaign, you'll be able to read the stuff that's.
right.
You can
right.
do whenever you have to.
Tom, how does it work? I know I can bring 3 magic items, but if I find one and I have an attunement slot open, can I still attune to the 4th one?
Yeah, you can use anything you find to the end of the adventure.
Then I'm going to attune to the lily pad.
Got it.
And then because I don't need the short rest during that hour, I'm going to be like taking it on a joyride around the town.
It takes an hour to attune to it, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
unfortunately, you attune just at the same time as your allies disappear and your friends are ready.
My attunement, what it looks like, me attuning to it, is me going on a joyride around the tower in my mind.
Okay, up, down.
So I enjoy the rest of that pixie dice.
Where'd it go? Up or down?
I say we go up.
Up. Oh,
up you go. Up. That leads you up to the next level of the tower, which is on the map down and to your left a little bit. The staircase circles up around the tower to a door with a heart lock on it. That being right here on the map. And the stairs continue on up past the door.
Let's open that up because we can.
Yeah, you sure can. Inside, you find... Oops. Inside... The walls, floor, and ceiling of this room are made of white marble tiles. In the middle of the room, a quill with a feather sheathed in flame and a black covered book rests on an iron lectern. The front cover of the book is embossed with images of a lion and a heart, the 2 animals rearing up on their hind legs and facing each other. Grab you guys.
There's no title on the spine or plaque on the lectern?
Correct. Nothing else. You'd have to open the book to see anything more.
Well, I mean, if nobody else wants to, I'll open.
All right. Opening the book, you see a long list of names fills the book's many pages, many of them belonging to fairies, judging by their colorfulness. The hags of the Hourglass Coven are listed near the middle of the book. Other names in the book include Thinning, Shan, Kalamizaris, Razael Uthamar. That name sounds familiar, Jotaro.
Yeah.
A few names are written in Edelyn Moongrave's handwriting. They are Kellic, Zarak, Zaragash, Warduke, and Scylla.
Oh,
Skyla?
Zargash is who we sent running, and Skyla's who
That was Charmaine, yeah.
Right, and Kellic was the person that Endelyn had been writing letters to.
I'm going to cross out Skyla's name in the book.
Okay. Also, Rizil Uthamar. You remember Rizil Uthamar, Jotaro, as being, let's see here. An elf who visited the Sali court on behalf of Zybilna. She was always kind to you. You were not sure exactly why ever, but treated you very kindly.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
None of the other names ring a bell.
So I don't see in there, for example, the names of the warlocks that I've met, the Kinku and the one who gave me my mission.
Nope, you don't see their names.
Or who? Okay, that's what I thought it was at first. Maybe is Pax.
Is like Will in here, or Gleam and Glister? Any other names that we recognize?
Will's not in there. Gleam's not in there. Glister's not in there.
Okay. Anybody want to write their own name in here? I don't think I do. Maybe later.
Well, I'm going to take the black book.
Okay.
Does touching the quill hurt
the stairs,
or anything?
You search this level. Nothing. No, touching the quill does not hurt. The flames are illusion.
Okay.
Let's
Listen.
go higher.
Higher up the tower.
And let's
so
take
the
the
next
quill
level of the tower is the top, actually. So the stairs circle all the way around the tower and deposit you at the very top. At a set of doors. An ornate iron door stands at the top of the staircase. Its surface is covered with a complex array of cogs, latches, and tumblers. The round doorknob is engraved with the image of a nightingale.
Does the nightingale animate or speak if spoken to?
No response.
What if you tickle like the nightingale's nose? Does it do anything?
No, nothing happens when you do that.
Maynard, does this look like something that you can break into, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, based on my knowledge of traps and locks, do I see any
You want to examine it?
organization?
Looking over it closely, you see an inscription, Maynard. You discovered an inscription around the doorknob's base that reads, "Speak my name." Otherwise, you think there are about 8 built-in locks to the door that you'd have to disable.
Speak the name of the nightingale, but there's probably more to it than that.
So
I mean-
I know we don't want to blow it up. We do have 10 charges on that chime.
Oh.
I don't know if we want to use that right now.
Mhm.
The
It's
bill
got
now.
all these locks, though. It probably will take multiple charges, and we don't.
Does saying Zabilna do anything?
No. Nothing happens when you
What
say
if-
Zabilna.
What about Tasha?
Nope. Nothing happens when you say Tasha.
What about Igwild?
Nope. Nothing happens when you say Igwilv.
What about Baba Yaga?
Nope. Nothing happens. Do you try any of those while turning the doorknob?
Yes. I
Nothing
try
happens.
all of them.
Nothing happens. Do you try any of those while you push the door?
Yes.
Nothing happens.
I'll toss in a nightingale.
Nothing happens
Well,
with Nightingale.
okay. Oh, I don't know that we encountered.
I'll try the 3 names of the Hourglass Coven.
Ah, nothing happens there either.
Well, maybe we can find the name
Prismere.
elsewhere.
I say the name Prismere.
Nothing happens on Prismere.
I say the name of the... Oh, shoot. What was the name of this? The something of something something?
You know that thing? That guy in that thing?
Oh, goddamn. What's the name of the fortress?
Palace of Heart's Desire.
Yeah, Palace of Heart's Desire. I say Palace
Nothing.
of Heart's
Yeah, nothing.
Desire.
I say my name.
Nothing.
No.
I say tiny.
Yeah.
I
Nothing
say,
when you say
I
tiny.
say my name in Elvish.
Nothing. You say your name in English.
Okay.
We
I
spend the next 3 hours saying we read every name from the book.
Nothing on
I
any
say,
name.
I say Jotaro.
Nothing on any name.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll find the right name somewhere else in the castle.
Okay, where to next?
All the way down.
All the way down to... Oh, you got another level below the level you're on. So you come down... the main floor. And then I need a marching order as you're descending. So you're coming down the ramp. Like you'd be coming down this way, traveling from left to right. And once you get to this place, it'd go to the lower level than the one you're on. But give me a marching order so I know which way you come down those stairs. Or who's coming down first. You're right.
Tiny can go first.
I guess I prefer to be
yeah.
second to last if possible.
Jotaro will be up there.
Charo's up first. Who's behind
Yeah.
Jotaro? Oh, no, you're the wrong way. You're going left to right.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Who's behind Jotaro?
Tiny was leading.
Tiny's right behind Jotaro?
Yeah, Tiny G
Okay,
would probably
let me
be.
move Tiny up there. Then who's behind Tiny? Maynard? Big Blue?
Yeah, I want to be in the middle.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
So... Jotaro, you come down the stairs to the next floor down. And... You see a man dressed in half-plate armor. You see your elven friend. I forget their name exactly. The one I just looked up for you.
Oh, Razil Uthamar?
Yeah, Razil. See Razil? You see there's a man sitting on a throne that the man with armor is like conversing with. And the man with armor looks up at the stairs as the party's descending. You don't see who's in the throne. See. But there's definitely someone seated there. Okay. I won't show him on the map here because you don't see who it is yet. But here's the lower level. The man in the armor He looks like this. Boom. He looks like that. The elf behind him is frozen in time.
I say, Warduke, I presume.
He nods. Let's see. Let's get you guys in position up there. So, you're coming down the stairs, Jotaro. I'm going to grab
He
everyone.
looks like a Warduke. I mean, let's be honest.
Move everyone down the stairs. Okay. So you're there, Tiny's there, Big Blue's there. So basically you three can see. Maynard and Portia, you guys are like a little bit further up the stairs, so you need to move, down to where at least Big Blue is to see into the room. And the stairs are all difficult terrain. It's open from here down. You could leap off the stairs. They're pretty shallow, so it's not really a dangerous leap. You can leap off the stairs for one extra square movement and end up anywhere along the edge of the stairs if you wanted to jump into the room. The stairs do arch over like a 5-foot high arch here at the end. This chamber there, so that's how you don't get to that chamber from the stairs. That's actually coming out below the stairs. Okay, the man leans forward, who's in the throne, and you see it is the leader
Kellic, I
of the
presume.
League of Malevolence. Kellic is there. And the room itself looks like this. A ring of marble pillars sculpted with images of fairies and demons supports the arched ceiling of this circular chamber. Archways around the room's perimeter lead to empty turrets with tall stained glass windows set into their walls. Each window bears the image of a knight in armor. Near the middle of the room, a short, gray-bearded man in black robes reclines on a gilded wooden throne with clawed feet. The man grips the leashes of 3 small, scaly, bird-like creatures. A muscular, armored man stands next to the throne. He wears a helm that conceals his face except for his red, glowing eyes, and his sword he holds is wreathed in flames. A statue of an unarmored elf stands in front of the throne. The statue is posed as if ready for battle, with a short sword gripped tightly in each of its hands. Okay. Kellic sneers. He says, "The palace is now in my rule. Have you come to bargain with me?" To Jotaro.
I come to determine the fate of Zybilna. What can you tell me about it?
Zybilna was the old ruler of this realm. She is indisposed now. I am the new ruler.
Tell me how she is indisposed.
My magic was too powerful for her, and I have held her in stasis.
Free her, and we can negotiate favorable terms for you.
I can help you with that, if you can help me with something first.
What is that?
I seek a staff wielded by... He stops there. A staff wielded by an enemy of mine. But I need a unicorn horn to get it. In exchange for the horn, I will help you achieve your goals.
You will free Zybilna from her stasis?
Is that your goal?
Yes, that is my goal.
Then I will help you.
And what will you do with this staff?
Rule wherever I go.
And where will you go?
Back to the prime material plane and out of this godforsaken fairy realm with its walking rabbits and flying fairies.
Hey, listen here, bud.
Frankly, that sounds good to me. The unicorn horn, as an aside, the unicorn horn, was that something we needed to help somebody else that we had already, we had talked about helping?
Portia's carrying it. You do know that there's a unicorn missing horn in thither.
That's right. And he or she needs that unicorn horn back
yeah,
correct.
like the unicorn became a rocking horse, so is currently indisposed. Its mate still lives in that area and protects the lake. I want to say that we've heard something along the lines of that there's. Sorry, I would have to look through my notes to be positive, but I want to say that there's some kind of cauldron that's causing the time stop, and that the unicorn horn is necessary to release the time stop from the cauldron.
That sounds familiar. Yes, I think you are 100% right about that. Most importantly, though, is the unicorn horn is essentially spoken for, so we should not be giving it away.
Portia is definitely shaking her head when she hears this conversation and does not want to give up the horn.
And that's fair. We do not have a unicorn horn that we can give to you at this time. Do you know where we could find one that you could use?
You don't have one, or you don't have one you can give to me?
Is there a difference?
There is. Because if you have one, I will take it off your dead body.
I don't respond well to threats. Ask Bavlorna and the rest of the Hourglass Coven what it means to threaten me and mine.
You can see a flush of dread pass over Kellick's face when you mention Bavlorna. He says, "What of Bavlorna?"
She made the mistake of crossing me and has paid the price.
Good and make... Well, that's true. He looks taken aback at that. And he says, I know of a place where there is a unicorn horn. In the domain of thither is a lake. There is a unicorn there. Cut off its horn and bring it to me.
I'll think on your offer. In the meantime, is there if there was another way to free you from the Feywild, would you take it?
I'm not leaving till I have that staff.
And the only way to get the staff is with the unicorn horn?
I need the horn to get the staff.
What does the unicorn horn do for you to get the staff?
That's something I cannot share.
If we were to get the staff for you, would that be sufficient?
I would be amiable to that.
Where can we find the staff?
It is in the palace in the north.
Then we will look for the staff, because that will be the better chance of us both reaching a amiable solution to this, to our mutual problems.
Agreed.
Okay. Now I'm going to shoot him with my foot. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
You guys back up to the level above? Okay. As you get up there to discuss your plans, you hear footsteps coming up the stairs, and you see glowing on the wall, so you know it must be a war duke coming to see if you truly leave.
I'm gonna look back and be like, does it get hot under all that armor?
He stands, arms crossed, glaring at you, pinpricks of red light in his helm.
Does he
Unblinking.
cross his arms with the flaming sword still in his hand?
Yeah.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, that's like, I will say, it's like, all right, respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you move on out of the tower so you can talk somewhere freely? Okay.
Yeah.
So you can like use your rope to climb back to this wing over here where you're at.
Very good. Or we could use my bobbing lily pad to get there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you get to there, and now where do you want to go?
I say we head up here and check around this corner.
Yeah. Okay. That is the base of another tower, and there's a lion-locked door at the far side of it. The tower, like the others, is adorned with grotesque revels of humans and demons, and a spiral staircase going up.
Another gem at the top.
Yeah, let's
These
check
don't
it
have
out.
gems at the top. Let's see, but this one does
These
have,
are the, like, empty
unlike
ones.
the others, this one does have a passageway off the top.
Ooh.
So, if you...
I think there was one more. There's one more gym because the gyms were all in these surrounding towers, and there's one surrounding tower we have not yet explored. So hopefully there's another gym.
Let's see.
I'm also wondering if since there were 5 roses in all different colors, maybe there's 5 gems, but I don't know where they are.
So here's the upper level. And again, like the others, nothing but the reliefs on the walls. But there's a passageway heading west.
Let's go. Let's check it out.
All right. You get to the end of the passageway, and you see a long hallway going to your left with many doors off of it. And you see a hallway to the north with a single door at the end of it, or double doors at the end. So lots of options here.
Oof.
Which one's
no
dark?
kidding. Let's go to these right here. It's closest.
All right. Closest
That's not the
doors.
closest. But it's the one I saw first.
There's windows and such. And this black room holds a 4-poster bed, a wardrobe, and a dressing table. There's a bell pull mounted on the wall by the door. 6 goblins are in the midst of cleaning the room. One of them perches precariously on a stack of chairs while reaching out to dust the top of a tall black wardrobe. All of them are completely unmoving. Frozen in time.
Can I tip the one that's stacked up, or is he like frozen in
No,
place?
the chair is frozen in place. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to search the room?
Yeah, thoroughly search the room.
The only thing of interest is, well, you got the ring, the bell pull you could pull if you wanted to. Then there's the wardrobe, which contains outfits. Very nice. And when you try them on, if any of you do, they actually tailor themselves to you.
Oh.
That's
I
it.
will
Big Blue puts one on.
get a very nice outfit.
Okay.
Are they all feminine? Like, are they all like dresses and whatnot? Since it's
No.
Okay.
It's for either masculine, male or female.
Well, Jotaro's still going to pick a dress.
Okay.
He's got a lot of pants and
He's
leather.
got too many pants, huh?
Switch it
cuirassies. Yeah, you never know. You never know when it could become useful.
Yeah.
And he's also going to pull the bell pull. See what happens there.
Okay. Nothing happens when you pull the bell pull.
All right.
So, now where?
Let's head to the north.
The doors to the north.
Ooh.
are sculpted to look like the head of a cat, and as you approach it purrs, "Why, hello there. I was meant to require a password to be opened, but I grew bored of asking for the same word all the time. Now I seek answers to more meaningful philosophical questions. Which is more important, intelligence or wisdom?"
Intelligence.
Wisdom.
Why do you say that?
Well, because people always tell me I'm lacking in common sense, but I know what the capital of the country of Georgia is, and I feel like that makes me a better person than them.
The door argues the counterpoint that wisdom is more important, and you feel kind of empowered in your debating skills, having debated with Featherine, the swan at the Witchlight Carnival, who put you to quite the test on questions like this. So you can make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, I'm going
you need
to.
a 15. No, you're unable to. Unless you got something else.
Sorry, I was double checking that. No, because I only got a 12 with that, didn't I? Yep.
So the door says, "Well, you are clearly wrong." Anyone else want to come up to the door?
It's Tbilisi, just so you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Are we at the mercy of fate, or do we create our own destiny? Oh, good question for Portia.
I know. We create our own destiny.
You know in your heart that's not true. The door says, and begins to argue with you, citing all the references of fortune tellers, real and unreal, and you can make a persuasion check with advantage. Because you also
Can I guide this at all?
you also
or-
argue with Featherine. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, definitely. I'm like,
Ooh, nice guidance.
we are.
I would have.
Our
won my
decisions can be
persuasion check if you
influenced
would
by
have guided
peeks into the
me.
future, but we still decide the future, and that's I'm sticking to it. But anyway, persuasion. Jeez, poor check.
No. 11 for you. One more try. Who wants to step forward?
Dang it! I would have.
Oh, I will.
Which? Oh, good question for you. Which has more power, the sword or the quill?
Oh, I used to think it was the quill before I followed so many great playwrights, but now I'm learning the might of the sword. Sword gets right to the point.
The door argues the counterpoint, and you can make a persuasion check with advantage because you also argued with Featherine. And you get a 1 guidance. Oh,
Not so
no.
good.
It's only a 13 persuasion. The door stays shut.
And there's no
Right.
way to retroactively say that Big Blue would have given me guidance as well, even though he
Yeah.
clearly didn't.
Yeah, he can. Roll a guidance check. We need to roll on it, though. Probably 2.
So I had
It's 13.
No,
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
No,
quite.
that would have got me 14. But yeah. Dang it. All right.
The door that chimes.
So you're going to have to probably force the door to get through it. But as you're all gathered around the door, you notice Jotaro, as you're skulking in the back there, wishing you had another go at that argument with the door. A individual slinking around the corner toward the door of the room that you had just been in. And
What?
yeah. Let's see here. Double check that. Yeah, their stealth check was only an 8. So a lot of you noticed them. A lot of you noticed them going towards that door. A human dressed in, not like that picture exactly, but a stick-thin man dressed in a brown dress coat, stockings, and buckled shoes. Like a butler coming to the door. He was trying for you guys not to notice him, but you spy him. What do you say or do?
Greetings.
Hello. Are you guests at the palace?
Sure. I feel like if Zybilna was capable of inviting us into the palace, she would do so with open arms.
What do you mean if she was capable?
Well, you know, if she wasn't being held in stasis by an evil wizard and his fire-loving friend.
Lackeys.
So you're not with those people?
No.
Oh, that's good. You see...
Hey, we recognize that name.
Thinnings? Yeah, it's in the book,
Things.
right?
It is in the book.
You see, the Hourglass Coven, they froze Zybilna and this whole place. And they left that League of Malevolence, Kellic in the lead, to guard the cauldron. 3 members are here still, Kellic and Warduk and Zargash. Years ago, Zybilna befriended a Jabberwock and trained it to drink from her cauldron. It still frequents the palace and loiters around the cauldron. Only Zybilna's great owl, Bloody Beak, which is kept in the aviary, could defeat or drive off the Jabberwock. To free a creature frozen in time, you must touch it with a unicorn horn, while speaking its true name. Zybilna is not Zybilna's true name. It is Igwilf. The League of Malevolence is searching Prismere for a unicorn horn so that Kellic can free Ringo Run, his arch enemy, from stasis and steal his staff of power.
Ah.
I totally thought
good
that was a different person.
Thinnings, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are a peach. I am going
Do you need help? Do you need me to guide you around the palace?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Where are you trying to go?
Yes. Through this door first.
Okay, follow me.
Okay.
Portia really wants in now.
Thinnings comes to the door, but he's got to argue with the door too. So he's got to make a persuasion check. You want to give him guidance?
Yeah.
Someone want to throw him their inspiration?
Yeah, okay.
Actually, yeah, because he doesn't have advantage like you guys do. Okay, so take off your inspiration, Portia, and here's his persuasion check. Oh yeah, he's done this before. He's talked to this door before. It opens right up.
Yeah. Didn't need no inspiration.
That's okay.
He says, this is Zybilna's private wing. I haven't been here for some time. I don't know if you will find a League of Malevolence person here or not. I will hang back here. When you're done exploring in there, come back and see me. I don't actually know what are in some of her private rooms in there, so I don't know exactly what you'll find.
Sex dungeons.
Sex dungeons. All right. You open the doors, and you can see to your left a heart-locked door, to your right a heart-locked door, and a lion-locked door, and then a set of double doors.
Let's hit the heart-locked door up here first.
All right. A laboratory. You see broken oil burners, grimy glassware, and jars of pickled fungus cluttering the ruined laboratory. A beanstalk as long and thick as a constrictor snake sprouts from an unstoppered potion bottle. Bulging green pods hang from its stem. Does want to search it?
Yes.
Okay. Searching the laboratory, you find a vial of red liquid that continuously expands from a tiny bead and then contracts again. You find 3 vials of red liquid that glimmer when moved, 2 vials with a giant dirty fingernail floating in a transparent liquid, and 12 bean pods easily detached from the beanstalk.
I will taste all of the potions.
Potion of growth, 3 potions of healing, and 2 potions of giant strength. Full giant strength.
Of course.
I will take 3 pods. 4 pods. 4 pods.
All right, you take off some pods. You want to take all of the pods as a group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take some pods too.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my scroll of speak with plants
Mhm.
that I'll never use in any other situation.
Yeah.
To ask the beanstalk what the bean pods do.
Okay. It tells you that you can throw one of the bean pods. Actually, let me just show you. There you go. Giant bean pod. Action to hurl it up to 120 feet, and it creates a plant growth, which is 100-foot radius area that's like double difficult terrain.
Nice.
And you have 12 of those. All right, now where? The other heart door?
Or at least that's what I'm interested in.
Okay. The other heart door leads.
I actually kind of like the limitations on consumables because it makes me very motivated to use them
I know it's kind
instead of hoarding them. Yeah.
Okay, so you come to the heart door and open it up, and inside you see a three-level mahogany table standing in the otherwise empty chamber. 3 gleaming bell jars rest on the table's separate tiers, each containing a visage wreathed in mist. The lowest jar depicts a young woman with raven black hair. The middle jar displays a middle-aged woman with long white hair. The highest jar shows a white-haired crone or hag. All of them have a chicken foot tattoo below their right eye.
Are these the same woman at different ages?
Yeah, Maynard. Close observation, you would say so.
That's awesome. I'm gonna tap on the youngest one. I'm gonna tap on her jar and see if
Okay.
she moves.
All the jars are replaced with your visage, Jotaro, when you're a little baby rabbit, as you are now, and in your old age.
Oh, nice.
And that's the only thing in the room?
Yeah, the only thing in the room.
Pretty cool.
Do you want to lift the jar up? No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, I'll lift the the middle jar.
Okay.
Me as I am now.
It's stuck to the table, like with some sort of glue.
Mhm.
If you pull hard enough, you actually lift the table.
Okay.
Maybe better this way.
Yeah. Pretty cool though.
Double doors at the end of the hall. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Da-da-da-da. Go ahead and put your marching order as you get to those doors. Because on the other side of the doors, you see someone. The room itself is very large. There's an oval mirror in a black wood frame mounted on the wall directly opposite the door. For a brief second, you think you see another party there coming your direction, but it's you. A chess set with jet and bloodstone playing pieces rests atop an octagonal table in the southwest corner. It's flanked by 2 comfortable high-backed chairs. A 4-poster bed with black silk sheets and drapes stand in the middle of the room. Lounging by the bed are 2 creatures, each with the lower body of a lion. One has the head and upper torso of a woman, the other the head and upper torso of a man. The female fixes her gaze, her steely gaze at you, Jotaro, and she says, "Are you important?"
Yes, I am.
Good. Share with us any information you have or any information you uncover about Sibilna's past. Start with what you know now.
Who are you?
My name is Nemasatra, but that is not important. What is important is what you know about Sibilna.
Why is it important?
Because we need proof.
Proof of what?
Proof of who she is. Now, what do you know about her?
Why do you need this proof? Who do you serve?
You ask who I serve? Who do you serve?
I serve the Sealy court.
Well, I serve a different court, but that's none of your business.
What will you give me in exchange for my information?
Your life.
Yeah. I've been, you give me something I already have. That's not
You won't have
an
it for
equal
long.
trade. What will you give me for your life?
The lion gets up and starts coming your direction. And as it moves forward a couple squares, you can all take a couple squares of movement and then roll initiative. Once you're happy where you're standing, after moving a couple squares, roll initiative.
Fucking square.
All right. First one to act is Maynard. So, Maynard, this lion creature is coming forward to Jotaro and is, you think, trying to use some sort of mind control on Jotaro. What do you want to do?
I say, get out of our brain. Turn across the room, brandishing my blades. Attack. Take that.
Ooh.
25. 28 for 25. Oh, and that's a crit. So
44 points of magic piercing. Your blade, your rapier, digs into the lion's chest almost by its heart, wounding it fiercely. What else, Maynard?
surrender.
Ooh, that's another hit for 5 more with your dagger for added insult to injury. Never, the lion says, and it goes next. It will multi-attack. Claws and dagger, claws and intoxicating touch. Okay. It will intoxicating touch you, missing. It will claw you. 23 for 14 slashing, Maynard.
Okay, here's my dodge.
It moves to there. And then Jotaro, your turn.
All right. Taro yells, "For the Sealy court, you unsealy bastards!" And bonus action, Hunter's Mark this one.
Okay.
Longbow shot. It's only going to be a 15, though.
15 hit.
For 12, 15.
Got it.
Second attack, going to be, 18.
That's a hit.
Or 18 damage.
Oh,
Sorry.
18 damage. Got it.
It was 27 to hit. So
Okay, I was watching.
I assume that if the 15 hit. Sorry.
After Jotaro, the next Lamia's turn. That one bounds after the rabbit. To there. And it will, actually on its way there, it will cast Mirror Image. Anyone countering that? So now there are 3 images of it. All 3 of them snarling at Jotaro, and then it closes the rest of the way, pinning you against the wall. Portia, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna come up and use a bonus action to learn a tale. Okay. And I have no idea if this is going to be useful or not, but I'm actually going to use that counter charm thing.
Okay.
Oh, it's actually up here.
Could be useful.
So 30 feet of you. You or allies in 30 feet that can hear you have advantage on saves versus fright or charm. Okay. That's good. Anything else, Portia?
It should not be an action to do that.
I know.
That's the worst.
Should be a bonus.
Worst thing that.
Anything else,
Yes, it
Portia?
should.
No.
The nice thing about bards is their bonus is often useful. Tiny.
It's true.
Let's rage Shadow Legends in there with a 6. Surrounded by +1 AC to 10-foot radius. Yeah, with that, I get to move 3 squares, and let's go help Maynard finish off guy. Boom! 26
Nice.
for 10.
10. Got it.
And let's hit it with the backhand. Oh, never mind.
12 missed.
Ah,
Big Blue.
good. Put the rage.
All right. Bold and Bond on. Chitaro, Tiny G, and Maynard. So that's what I'll do.
Click that button so they know what that does. After Big Blue rounds over Maynard.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Maynard's going to go in for the kill. Striking first with his rapier. That is a lot of damage. 20 for 26.
26 finishes that Lamia. Then, anything else, Maynard?
Ooh. Move down here and strike again.
Ooh, a crit.
Oh, crit! Holy
Ta-
shit.
You do hit a duplicate, though.
Oh, that sucks.
But that's good.
Look at that damage. Look at that damage.
Well, he went to get a sneak attack, so it's no big deal.
Oh, you wouldn't have. Oh, you already
Yeah,
used
he
it.
did this,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I already used it.
Dang
But he
it.
takes down a mirror image, down to 2. After Maynard, Jotaro.
All right, Jataro's going to move 1, 2, rabbit hop, boom, to there. 3, 4, 5. And then longbow attack. It's going to be a 26 for 12.
Let me see if he hit an image. No, you got him. 26 is a hit for 12. Got it.
And then 29 for 8.
If you image. Image that time, so 1 left.
And then I'll say, surrender, you unseelie scum.
The Lamia's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Provoking Maynard.
Okay.
You never want to provoke from an actor such as Maynard.
Shot.
Hit.
18 for 1.
21. Was right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If it hits it's a mirror.
He's going for the mirror, it looks like. And when he gets to that mirror, he reaches out and touches the mirror. But that took a dash to get there, so he is not out yet. Portia, your turn.
Okay. Oh, dang. I'm a little too far away. Can I? Let's see. Can I attempt to shatter the mirror?
Yeah, You can shoot for the mirror.
7 years bad luck.
Portia's had a lifetime of bad luck. I guess at second level.
You're gonna do a shatter spell?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll that damage. Look at the mirror
Where?
and the Lamia. 19 points of thunder damage obliterates the mirror. And actually it's 20 because of your spirit focus, and then 15 con save for Lamia makes it. But that's still 10 points of thunder damage. Got it. And then Tiny, your turn. The mirror's gone now. The Lamia looks
Hope that's not a problem.
extremely afraid now.
Well, have no fear, but a 14 is here
14 hit.
for 11.
11. Got it. Then Big Blue.
Oh, wrong button. I am going to free action tell them to surrender. If they make a offensive move, I'll toll the dead.
Right.
But can I hold a cantrip?
Yeah, it takes your concentration, so if you were concentrating on something else, that'll drop.
I am not.
Maynard. Lamia says, I surrender. I surrender.
We could use information.
You do not
Dina-
want to get my master angry. I
Who is your
suggest
master?
you let me go.
Who is your master?
And he was actually doing a suggestion, but there's enough of you to overpower him.
Oh, but suggestion. Hold on, I got a brand new ability.
Oh, yeah,
Beguiling
you do, don't you?
twist. Yeah.
I'll do it then. Let's do a suggestion. Although we would really roll initiative and you guys could stop it. But 13 wisdom save.
And so I will be advantage. I think I have advantage on save. Let me click on
Yeah,
it.
so click your wisdom save, DC 13.
So I have advantage. Boom.
So you made it.
And then my beguiling twist. There's my reaction. 13 wisdom. He has to make a 13 wisdom save, or be charmed.
You, creature you see in 20 feet, say charm, fright, save. Different creature you see in 20 feet. But he'd be charmed of himself, though, right? I don't think it changes the subject or the charmer of the spell. It
Let
just
me
changes who the charmee is. Either way, you twist it on him and make it of no effect. And now you guys kind of have him pinned down.
No, it says if the save fails, the target is charmed or frightened by you for 1 minute.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it changes to you. Now you got him charmed.
Yeah.
Unless, what did you see? For 1 minute, 13 wisdom save negates. 13 wisdom.
Yes.
Okay,
Ah.
so either way, now you can intimidate him. And he begs for his life.
Who's your master?
If I tell you, will you let me leave?
If you tell us, we will let you live. Depending on the rest of the information you give us, we'll let you leave.
I can't stay here.
I extend out my pole of collapsing and I poke him in the paw. Not too hard, though.
Tell us who your master is.
You really scare him.
If I'm here when Zybilna gets back, I could be in deep trouble.
Then tell us who your master is.
I was sent by Grizit. He suspects that Zybilna and Igwolf are one and the same, but I need proof.
Do I recognize this name?
Yeah, Demon Prince of Seduction, former lover of Igwolf.
Grazit.
Yep.
I thought you said Brizit.
No.
Grazit. Okay.
Grizit. Okay.
Yeah,
Grizit.
former lover of Igwolf. He sent this spy to find out that Zybilna and Igwolf are one and the same.
Ah.
The spy doesn't want to return without proof, though.
Leave. or face the consequences of Zabilna. You trespass in her domain. The Sealy court does not look favorably onto
He will leave with his tail between his legs.
toadies of the nine hell, or the toadies of the abyss, trespassing in our realms.
So yeah, the lion will leave. And that's where we'll stop for the night. But no short rest, no long rest. We're going to pick up the game like right here next time we play.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, so you don't have to do any character updates. You don't have to do anything. Don't have to send me anything. We'll just continue right from the spot here.
Very good.
That's good.
All right. Thanks, everyone.